Welcome to the God Pod with Lord Jamar. Not a hard job to expose the fraud you are. P. Diddy, Kid Cudi, explode your car. Shit get ugly when I unload the scar. But this ain't PUBG. Shout out to my people around the world that love me. Peace to Artie Stacks, Digger, and Godfrey. My people in the chat, all my niggas that got me. Rest in peace, fact checker rage. Got memories that never fade. You are still missed to this day. Sever with my blade what gets in my way. Never be a tether, this is FBA. I got games for whoever wanna play. Spit flames for forever and a day. Shit changed and you better get away. You know my name, motherfucker, is Lord J.
Hey, what's goody, y'all? Yeah, we in this bitch. Oh, now I'm overkill. Yeah, I seen that dumb shit. My boy wailing. He wailing. Peace. Yeah. But when they come with the false narratives, it's not overkill. Huh? When they come with the false narratives, it's not overkill. But if we speak on the bullshit, somehow it's overkill. What's good, y'all? Beautiful mind, I see you. Peace. Y'all could please save that elephant. That elephant dropping on your head top. New Year's Eve. Yeah, everybody hit that like button.
You assess such an elegant tune.
That like button.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
We're gonna assess this.
Let's address the elephant in the
right
room.
here.
Let's address the elephant in the room. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room.
We're gonna run
Let's
it up.
address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Let's go.
Shout out my Ricans and Jamaicans. I know you think I'm hating hip hop. Your participation was tip top, but Black Americans showed you how to rip shop. Have you forgot that we taught you how to dress? Back then, coming out looking like a mess. Y'all were dumbing out, tank tops made a mess, shoes clunky. We showed you how to get funky fresh, amongst the best. We helped you learn the language, so at school you wouldn't flunk the test. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elements came from Bam, the man grooms. Breaking just another dance that came from the culture. Don't be like the other man and act like a vulture. All day influences FBA. I'll say it's true right to this day. As you assess such an elegant tune.
Yeah.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Okay, the sun isn't 93 million miles away. If it was, then why is it dark in space? The sun and moon are right here in the atmosphere. It's clear, just that information that these bastards fear. I send an invitation to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Wanna debate him cause I feel that his last line. How is the fly defying gravity? If it's holding down the ocean, that's a ridiculous notion. And water always finds its level. It can't curve on a ball, but y'all still have the nerve and the gall to call me a flat earther. Like I'm a bad person. Shit is sad when I see the ignorance worsen. And I know this doesn't jive with the lessons, but I will always be a 5 to my essence.
Or girl, I don't know.
I think it's time we address it. Renew our Quran, what we need to do, word is born. As you assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA.
Let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant. You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah. Peace, family. What's good, y'all? We back. Thursday, December 26th. Wisdom, equality, all being born to build, destroy. How y'all feel out there? All right. That's that Run DMC shit right there. DMV in the building. What's good? I see y'all. Uh-huh. He said that title. Oh, you like that? Jamal Milton, what's good, my family? He said, on the right side of history yet again, beloved. R.I.P. Joey Crackhead. Hey, man, you know, we did what we had to do, man. I'm not going to keep rehashing this shit, over and over again. But I did want to address a few things concerning this whole thing. First of all, welcome back to the God Pod with Lord Jamar. I am Lord Jamar. You may be new to the channel, so if you are, I'd encourage you to subscribe. See that notification bell, click that bunker, and click all. Yeah, so that you'll be notified every time we drop a joint. So basically, the people have spoken, man. The people have spoken. And it appears that Mr. Crack's attempt at trying to cancel FBA and Lord Jamar happened to backfire on him. And now it seems like he's the bye-bye guy. He's the bye-bye guy. And he's now been, by all intents and purposes, he's been canceled. Okay? Now FBA is not fucking with him. And it's just, I didn't call for that. Like, that's just something, well, I did after I was attacked. But prior to that, there's no provocation for this. And I'm just trying to understand why. Why would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself? It's crazy. But before I go into some of the reasons why I think he may have done this. There's a few things I want to address. First of all, let me just acknowledge William Owens. Thank you. He said, peace to the God. Peace. Origine Sounds. What's good, my brother? I rocks with you. He said, peace, God. The God standing with you 1000%. All due respect, Lord. Your light is highly appreciated. Autochthonous American stand-up. I can't even say that. I'm sorry. Autochthonous. Okay. Autochthonious. Okay, I think I got it now. Autochthonious Americans, stand up. You're gonna have to put me up on what autochthonious is, my brother. Because I had to just sound that out. Like, okay, sound it out. Sound out your words. Autochthonious. I think I got it now. Thank you. Y'all look that up. Matter of fact, tell us what autochthonious is, please. But I appreciate your original sounds always. I love sharing your shit on IG. You be having great stuff to share. So the reason why I titled this yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA is because I feel like, like Martin said, the day of the Geechee is over. The day of the Geechee is over. Like, we're not standing for the disrespect anymore from people that we allow to come into our culture, make money. It says I keep pausing. Are they trying to sabotage me? You keep pausing, my brother. Am I pausing? Hang on a second. Thank you, Nasir. Let me just scroll down and see if y'all are trying to communicate with me. You good? No. You're not pausing. Okay, no pauses. Okay, thank you, Dialogue with Nasir. They're saying that I'm not pausing. Um, so yeah, I feel like the day of the Geechee is over. We're not standing for the disrespect that we used to stand for. We allow people to come into our culture. We ingratiate them. We allow them to make millions of dollars. We give them passes to say words like nigga and come amongst us as one of us. Only to find that when we anger them, that their real colors get shown. Okay. And they turn out to be people that end up trying to undermine us. Okay. Which is where the word tether comes from. Then thank you for educating me. I know when somebody asked me about Minister Farrakhan in a past live, I didn't have the full science on what a tether was. Okay, Jamal said the audio is doing a flick of some sort. Yo, man, I think I need a new Rodecaster, man, because this Rodecaster been bugging out on me. It says you are glitching. Wow. I wonder if they're trying some bullshit on me. Hang on, let me just check my settings real quick. Sound check 1 2. Uh-oh. So for some people, I guess the audio is good, and I guess for some people it's glitching. If you're having some sort of glitch, I'm sorry. I don't know what that's about. It could have called in peoples. It could have called in peoples. Be like, yeah, I'm trying to fuck up this live a little bit. Fuck up this live. Gypsy Goddess. Thank you for the super sticker, Gypsy Goddess. So as I was saying, yeah, I didn't have the full education as to a tether, the full science that, okay, your parents might not be they might be from somewhere else, but as long as you're not working against the interest of foundational Black Americans, then you wouldn't necessarily be called a tether. So yeah, the day of allowing these people who, again, we let them into the culture and then they try to undermine us, and show us what they really think of us the first minute that we, hurt their feelings. And I saw somewhere where somebody said, we're so ingratiating to these people that when we're not gracious to them, when we don't ingratiate them to something, they have a fit. They have a fit and get mad that they feel entitled to be accepted within whatever it is that we do. And yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Okay. So we're going to stop making people feel so comfortable. Yes, I like Nasir's idea about charging people a 10% tax to even get down with anything that we want to do. You guys to pay that FBA tax. Yes, you do. Thank you, Go-Go. Says, salute to the Honorable Lord Jamal. Peace. Appreciate you, Go-Go. Pardon me. Murad Morajak. Peace, Lord J. Paris, France, getting G loud and clear. Okay. Thank you, Murad. I appreciate you. We got Paris. We Paris up in this biatch. Hurricane Millie. They have to refresh their YouTube. Okay, so refresh your YouTube if you're having any kind of trouble with the feed. And that apparently should clear it up. Thank you, Hurricane Millie. I appreciate you. So, like I said, we're not going to stand for some of the stuff that we were standing for prior. You know, I think the youth, especially today, first of all, we're in a time of truth. We're in a time of when certain truths are being revealed, right? And the mass media and people that thought they had control do not have the control the way they thought they did. You understand? Like this past election cycle, I think, was a perfect example of them thinking that they could just tell us who to vote for and that we was going to do it regardless, even if it was against our best interests. And we said, hold up, pump your brakes. We're not doing this. You're not just going to tell us somebody's black when they're not black. You're not going to make us vote for all these leftist ideologies that we really don't agree with. And so we showed them by putting Trump in office that, listen, your little mainstream media does not have the spell that it once had. Y'all are no longer the Svengalis of media. So I feel like people like Fat Joe was caught up in this mist of, you know, being down with the mainstream and feeling that he ran with the people that made the real decisions. I think he jumped out the window, especially at me, because he thought that his money made him more influential than me. See, he don't understand the power of real hip hop. In real hip hop, your money, your platinum and all, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. It's the love that is generated from the people for the gifts that you gave them. That's what really matters in hip hop. And I grant, sir, that what I've provided for hip hop is way more valuable than anything you've even thought about offering hip hop. Okay? So yeah, like money don't mean nothing. Like I'm showing you that I actually have more influence than you. Little old me, who's never went gold or platinum. Little old me with 170,000 followers, 73,000. Thank you to all my new followers. Welcome. Yeah, you know, little old me, you know, who ain't, you know, I ain't got all these the keys to the city and all this type of shit. And you thought that all of those material accolades somehow made you more important than me in hip hop. And you thought that your words was going to have more weight. Pun intended. You thought your words were going to have more weight than mine. And you thought you were going to able to infect the minds of the people into thinking that FBA is some broke niggas. And first of all, we're gonna address that, because this whole fucking shit about yo niggas is broke and all this, oh, that's the new racism. Let's make no mistake about it. That's the new racism. We're gonna talk about that in a second. So you try to infect the minds of the people about foundational Black Americans, that we were some sort of radical group. You try to infect the minds of the people and make them believe that I am no longer a legend in hip hop, that I was the wackest of my peers, and that I was a loony bin. This is the infection that you tried to, uh, you know, spread. And the shit backfired on you, homie. It backfired on you. I can't lie. You got to be feeling a little stupid right now, for even trying that. And we're going to talk about, again, why I think you may have done that. But before we get to that, I'm going to read some of these super chats, and then we're going to talk about the new racism, which is this bullshit about money and all this type of shit. Ad White, if you really want to know about Joey Cracker, go to his song The Fugitive, time-stamped at 1:24. Okay, if y'all want to listen to that, y'all can go ahead. I don't have time to do anything like that right now. But thank you, AD. Jai Murphy, thank you, Jai. Appreciate you. Kwame Ma'at Ra Naimi. Mentuhotep. Thank you. Said Kool Herc and Bambaataa, both Caribbean and started hip hop. Yeah, but they both were influenced by foundational Black Americans and brought no Caribbean aesthetics to hip hop. So what's your point? But thank you for your super chats. Thank you. World of VP. Honorable Minister Farrakhan is not a tether because he has rode for FBA people for decades and continues to. He has never undermined us. Exactly. And that's what I was striving to explain. Thank you, World of VP. Deep Thought. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate you. Commented Relationship. Said, looking forward to your Building 7 album. What we've heard so far sounds incredible. Thank you, Commented Relationship. And I'm not going to lie, I'm looking forward to bringing it to you because it is incredible. It is incredible, and it's way better than that album that your man just put out. You know, the dude that doesn't write his own raps that tried to say that I was the wackest one in the crew. Let's be clear. Yeah. Oh, my shit's way better than him. And I produced like 95% of the whole album. I wrote 100% of the album and conceptualized 100% of the album. So if you love it or hate it, it's all on me. It's all on me. And here is the queen. Okay. I Asia M in the motherfucking house. I Asia, how are you today, queen? Looking great as always. She said, peace, Lord. With that black heart, but the black heart in a great way. Thank you, Asia. I appreciate you always. Always. Look at the queen. Look at the queen. Y'all see, let that just sit there for a second. Y'all see it. Y'all see that gangster shit? Asia be coming through gangster all the time. That's love and support right there. Damn, I appreciate you, Asia. Frog Midas says, speak on it, God. Lord Jamal voice, the legend. Speak on it, God. Eric One Ton Eggleston, fat joke from the Tether Squad. Listen, man, you know, we're going to keep this just on Fat Joe. I want to say that shout out to my Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans, to my Guyanese, to my Trinidadians, to my Bajans, you know, Cubans, Mexicans, you know, Dominicans, Haitians. Listen, man, this is not about any hate towards y'all, B. I got love for all of these different demographics. But I need y'all to help me, because some of y'all's people is trying to cross a line where they're trying to take credit for something that's not theirs. And it's just that simple. It's not about us being divisive. It's about what's right and true. Okay? And all you dumb motherfuckers, oh, it doesn't matter who started it. It matters who owns it now. I said I was going to stop cursing, but damn it, shut the fuck up. Okay? I'm tired of hearing that shit. Yes, it does matter who started it. Don't matter that, the white man's business. We'll talk about. That's not the issue. That's not what we're talking about. Keep it at what we're talking about is the creation of hip hop and who had the influence in hip hop, not who is around, not who may have been observing it at the time, because white people was there. It was white people in the Bronx and the South Bronx, Italians and Jewish people. There was all kind of people in the Bronx at the time. So what? We're telling you that this was a foundational Black American youth culture that permeated through all other cultures. And yes, although hip hop has become a universal thing, it didn't start as a universal thing. And we thank you for your contribution. Okay. But we the creators. Okay. We created breakdance. You just helped it advance. So do the FBA. A team black. Team black. Team black. Team black. We created breakdance. You just helped it advance. Now do the FBA. A team black. Team black. Team black. A team black. Thank you, Eric. Again, we're not attacking anyone, really. We're not attacking anyone, but we're definitely not attacking Puerto Ricans. We're not attacking Jamaicans. We are talking specifically about the people who are trying to attack us and the ones that feel like they are entitled to something that is not theirs. That's who we're talking to specifically. So please don't try to turn this into anything else. It is not blacks against Puerto Ricans. Yes, I see many Puerto Ricans as black. Yes. And the ones that look at themselves as black, they're not even talking about this. There's so many Puerto Ricans that say this is not even an issue. Why are they talking about this? Of course, black people created this. There's plenty of Puerto Ricans that say this, and y'all need to stand up and tell these motherfuckers to stand down. That's what y'all need to do to help the relationship so it doesn't become more divisive. But when y'all let them just stand up there and lie and argue about some bullshit, come on now. Y'all got to speak up. Jai Murphy says, salute to FBA for standing on all 10 toes. Lean black. Lean black. Yeah. Because that's what everybody does. Everybody leans black. We don't lean towards y'all. Y'all lean towards us. Please understand that we was just showing y'all how to be Americans, man. Y'all peoples was first generation, second generation Americans. Y'all still learning how to conjugate sentences correctly and all that type of shit. You know how many Puerto Rican people used to back in the day? Yo, they're giving a movie. They're giving Scarface at Baychester and all this stuff. Why? And I used to be like, why y'all say giving? Oh, well, in Spanish, giving and showing, it's like the same. Yo, we don't say giving. We say they're showing a movie at, you know what I mean? At the movie theater. So it's like little and so, oh, okay. You know what I mean? That's the little nuances that we would help out with. Like, and if you keep it real, you know what I'm talking about. You know, you laughing your ass off right now. Damn, we do say giving. We do be saying that giving shit. Yup. They talking about, yo, they're giving such and such on, they're giving loving hip hop on TV. Tell me y'all don't say that. Tell me y'all don't say that. You know, come on, B. I be around mad Puerto. This is what makes me fucking crazy, that y'all trying to paint it as if I don't fuck with Puerto Ricans when I've been fucking with Puerto Ricans my whole life. So it's no asparagement towards them. Goodness gracious. Landmark 2020, Landmark 22. Thank you. Reggaeton called black ghetto music now. It's white. Thank you. Big Al's Biggs. Thank you, Big Al. He said, first off, grew up to brand Nubian. With that being said, I'm Latino and I'm with you, King. Salute. You see him saying? There we go. It's not so hard. That didn't hurt him. Ain't take no skin off his apple. Come on, man. Appreciate you, Big Al. Iron Will, I see you. Thank you once again. He said the only time things don't matter who originated is when it comes to foundational Black Americans, Freedmen Creations. Exactly. Pardon me. If we broke down the science of salsa and all these other genres and told you that really the foundations of it was the influence of foundational Black Americans, y'all would be pissed. But we don't do that. We let y'all have that. We let y'all have that type of stuff. We know that reggae directly was influenced by American R&B. Like, it was directly influenced by us. But we don't go and be like, yo, we started reggae. We let y'all have that. Why we can't have our shit? Why we can't have our shit? Why we can't have our shit? And nobody that I know who's a foundational Black American is allowed to be a star in reggae, in salsa, in merengue, in any of these genres that we truly did influence originally. Where on the other side, we will bring y'all in, we will incorporate reggae into our shit, we'll incorporate Spanish music into hip hop, all of that type of shit. But do they do that back? I mean, I know reggae has a little bit, but I don't know about Spanish music. And I'm just saying, we just accept a lot of people into our shit, man. And the only time when it don't matter is when it comes to us. Thank you, Iron Will. Heck 9, once again, he said, peace, God, peace to the God Pod family. Let's keep our foot on their neck. Let's go. Yeah. You see it. Lawrence Strickland, thank you for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Righteous Nason, Joey Cracker. Righteous Indignation. I see that. Oh, that was dope. Thank you. Phantom Studios, Alchemy. Thank you. Said, nah, bro, you got to make that into a song, Team Black. Maybe we do a freestyle. Maybe we do a freestyle off of that. Maybe I put together the Team Black freestyle real quick. But see, if I use the beat and all of that type of shit, you know what I mean? They're going to flag me and shit, you know? We'll figure it out. Genesis. Doggy Diamonds had a great breakdown the other day, going back as far as the Jubilees and others way back then, and was FBA. That's right. Shout out to my man Doggy Diamonds. Shout out to General Sarasutin Seti. Okay. I heard he's been riding hard. I didn't get to see his lives yet and all of that, but I heard he's been going in, and I appreciate you, King. I mean, there's people that you never heard of that is just on this topic right now. You know what I mean? This is a big topic, man, because if we keep it real, right? The way he tried to be like, yo, he was the wackest. Let's be clear. Like, all right, if you really want to keep it a buck, like Joe is the type of dude, bro. We just gave him a pass for a long time, man. Like we gave him a pass. He wasn't no rapper that niggas was really fucking with, but he knew the right people, and then he seemed to be a street dude, and then he had some money. So it's just like, all right, fuck it, give him a pass type of shit. But I think that pass, that's why, again, yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. First of all, pass is revoked. Pass is revoked because you felt too goddamn comfortable with the pass. Okay? Like, you was never that nice to feel that you can talk to me like that. I don't care how many records you sold. You was never that nice and never that accepted to think that you could talk to one of the members of Brand Nubian, the architect. Like, bro, like, to keep it real, I'm the Dr. Dre of Brand Nubian. Yeah, I fucking said it. I'm the Dr. Dre of Brand Nubian. Nigga, I'm the conceptual heartbeat of this goddamn thing. Okay? I'm about to show you with my own solo shit, okay, what I do by myself. Shout out to my brother Grand Poobah, who's on the album. And if you're not on the album, maybe you're moving funny out here. Andre Toppin Jr., thank you. Keep cooking, Flat Joe, the culture vulture, Lord. He ain't got no business saying nigga. That's right. He should have stayed in his guest place. He don't respect us. He don't. He don't. The queen is back once again. Asia M. She said, wait till we get our reparations. Come on now. Come on now. Wait till we get our reparations. And see, by us starting to solidify and rally around one another and support one another when it comes to issues like this is how you really do get reparations. When we start to be like, nah, fuck that. We're not fucking with Kamala and this and that. And we're not with, all this transgender and all this. We're not with none of that. And y'all need to talk to us now as a group, as a voting bloc. We have some demands here that need to be addressed. And we moving in one accord. And we're not standing for the bullshit that we used to stand for. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Let me say it again. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Thank you, Asia M. Love you, Queen. Musa Muhammad, Fat Joe said that 95% of his rhymes. Why should we believe him now? Team Black. Yeah, why should we? The little gaming channel. Peace. I'm not sure if I've seen you on here before, brother, but welcome and thank you for your super chat. You said, this is what happens when you let some outsiders in. Never check them. And they get comfortable. That's right. You let them in, you never check them, and they get super comfortable. It's like somebody that lives in a hotel. Like, okay, you live there. maybe in your room. I'm not mad that you moved some shit around, but don't think you're gonna go through the fucking whole hotel now and start, you know, making demands on how the aesthetics of the whole place should be, and now start laying claim to the to the deed and all kind of crazy shit. Like, we just let you live here. Okay? We just let you live here. Let you live here. Because if I was in salsa, y'all would be letting me live in salsa. Because y'all would definitely have the determination whether I could stay or whether I could go. No matter how good I sing, yo te quiero. Hey, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck how good I can sing on some Spanish shit. Y'all gonna be like, man, fuck that Cocolo. We not letting this nigga get on stage and get all our broads and get all this money, and you know what I mean? That's for our people. We the ones that sing the merengue. Like, come on, man. Fuck out of here. But we let mad people do that. And from mad different cultures, we just let them come on in. Come on in. The water's fine. Well, you know what? Enough is enough. Thank you, Little Gaming Channel. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Boulevard 73. Thank you. He said, Lord Jamal for life. Peace, King. Peace to you, soldier. I see you. Malcolm Thompson, thank you for your super chat. I command you to heal. Ooh, I like those commandments. Thank you. This is mob mentality, no matter what's true. What's mob mentality? Command to heal. Do you think FBA is mob mentality? Is that what you're saying? Who's mob mentality? I'm just wondering. You need to clarify a little bit. But thank you. I command you to heal. I appreciate you. Your brother Ashar, peace. Lord J, there's a video of you saying Puerto Ricans are black and you always looked at them as black. Did you change your mind? No. And the ones that look at themselves as black don't even have an issue about that. But here's where things get tricky, right? You have black as far as skin tone, right? You got that type of black. But then you have the black that we're talking about, which is American black. Okay? There's a difference. There's Caribbean black, there's American black, there's African black, there's American black. You understand what I'm saying? There's South American black, and there's American black. So when I say that Puerto Ricans are black, I mean they are part of the melanated black family, right? But culturally, some of them are not American black. They don't act American black. And the ones that do mostly learned how to act American from foundational black Americans. Which proves my fucking point back to the beginning. Okay? So any Puerto Rican who acts black, and it really doesn't matter how I see them. It's how they see themselves that really matters here, your brother Ashar. So yeah, if they believe they're black, they're acting black, they have to understand that they're not acting Puerto Rican. And that hip hop has never acted Puerto Rican. And that y'all did not bring breakdancing in. Y'all did not bring graffiti in. Y'all were lied to about that. Somebody led you astray. Somebody, now he's talking about this myth. No, those are the myths. The myths that Puerto Ricans started breakdancing and graffiti, that's the myth. And that's why y'all arguing, because you saw wild style and flash dance and shit like that. And for you, that was the first beginning of breakdancing. That's the first time y'all ever seen it. When the cameras first came. But I could show you a picture right now of a black dude, breaking and popping and shit like that. And you got a young Crazy Legs looking in the back, almost look like he hating / trying to figure out what he's doing. And everybody in the photo, I can't show it because it's a Joe Conzo photo, but everybody in the photo, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans there, and everybody is mesmerized. And this dude is super dark skinned too, super dark skinned. And everybody is just looking at this motherfucker like, oh, shit. That's that Moreno style. Yeah. Thank you, Ashar. DM, you standing for your people, and your people are standing with you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, DM. Let's run. When this fucking elephant come out, I want to see y'all really standing with me, because I want to see, we gonna run this motherfucker up. We gonna run it up. Okay? That's gonna be the theme song going into New Year's. Okay? And matter of fact, everybody needs to take a video, right, of yourself, like at when 5, 4, 3, 2 with that shit rocking or some shit in the background. You heard? That's gonna be some shit. I'm gonna have my video. Fuck Channel 7 and they fucking ball. Thank you, DM. Dialoguing with Nasir. He said we contributed RI basketball and dominated. Bet we can't. Aaron, we once basketball. I saw reggae documentaries and they clearly said that they were inspired by soul music, etc. Oh, let me see. We contributed to basketball. I'm just trying to figure this out because sometimes dudes be typing so fast. We contributed to basketball and dominated. Yep. Bet we can't want. We once basketball. Bet we can't Aaron. I'm a little trying to figure out what you're saying. Well, thank you, Nasir. Appreciate you. Blue Exodus, 4.K live, 1.2 likes. Like button is free. That's right. See, I can't see the likes when I'm doing this shit on StreamYard. Yes, let's get those likes up. Let's get the shares up too. This helps the channel. It helps the algorithms. Yeah. And it's free. Just think of it as a respectful thing to do when you walk into somebody's crib. Just you wipe your feet on the mat and you wipe your finger on the like button when you first come in. That's all. That's just a sign of respect, and it helps the channel. Labrie Rose, like I said on your IG, we can't have ish because we welcome everybody to the cookout. What happened with us in Egypt should have taught us enough. Yeah, we got to stop welcoming everybody to the cookout, which is why yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So now enough with this fucking inviting everybody to the cookout shit. Okay? Enough with this inviting everybody to the cookout shit. Because they just don't respect it, man. And we've seen it time and time again. We just try to be so nice. So nice. But I think this new younger generation, they're getting hip, they're getting smarter. And we're gonna help them smarten up too. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. So all y'all motherfuckers that felt all comfortable, inside our culture, y'all walking on eggshells now. We checking all documents. We checking documents. We want to see what the fuck you've been saying on your IGs and your lives about foundational Black Americans. Yeah. Let's go back a couple years on these motherfuckers and see what they've been saying. Y'all want to go back on me? Oh, you said that a few years ago. You said that Puerto Ricans were black too. Yeah, I mean, I still say that. But let's go back on y'all shit and see what y'all was saying about us at a time when we wasn't really G-checking y'all like that, you know? But now since, you know, yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA, you know, maybe we need to go back and see what some of these motherfuckers was saying and maybe decide whether they could stick around or not, you know, in the culture. And we never mean doing anything physically to anybody. We just saying once you're canceled, we not fucking with you. If you come on a stage, you think you're going to be on an award show, boo, boo, get him out of here. We don't want to say like that, boo. Yeah. Tours, done. Fucking all of that type of shit, done. You want to talk about broke niggas and all of this type of shit? Last I checked, Puerto Ricans was broke too. Last I checked, Puerto Ricans in the Bronx live in the ghetto too. So what the fuck you talk about? This foundational Black Americans, whoever these broke niggas are. Isn't that where hip hop, you know, started, from young kids who ain't even have no money like that? Why does everybody think they could use this broke shit as some sort of slur on people? Oh, they just a bunch of broke niggas. Da. So I'm gonna tell you also why he thought he could say that. Because he was sitting in front of Math Hoffa. And Math Hoffa, you know, is just starting to get some money and shit like that. And he knows that Math Hoffa is one of these dudes that respect niggas like him for having money. So, and he wants to make him feel like welcome to the money club, right? So he gonna bring up money, whoever these broke niggas are, you know, because you're not a broke nigga. Like, we know we both niggas with money, right? So let's talk about these broke niggas. Let's talk about how that's the new racism, y'all. And these motherfuckers is using that to try to belittle people. And we're gonna start, when motherfuckers start talking that talk, they're gonna start getting canceled for that shit. How about that? Because you're trying to shit on the people. Because most of your constituency might be broke, according to you. They can't afford all this shit you're fucking talking about. And the only reason you can't afford it is because of us. Not because of Puerto Ricans and all these people that you're waving this flag for. They don't fucking buy your shit. We're the ones that gave you the fucking pass. Now you want to talk shit? Oh, no. It's done. Maya Society TV. No one should get the N-word pass. No, people have sat and nodded their heads for years after Arab French Montana says it every few sentences in interviews. Yup. And they let it go. Why? Because he got money. And y'all have more respect for money than you do for yourself. And that's crazy. That we let these niggas have a pass because they got bread. And let's not say nothing to upset them, because, you know, then there's never a chance of them sharing that bread with me. Another question I'd like to know, right? I know that these type of guys, they have a lot of people around them. A lot of people that's willing to crash out and, you know, do whatever they need to do for them. My question is, if you didn't have money, would these people have the same allegiance to you? If you didn't give these people access to money and you know, fame and just a certain lifestyle, would they even fuck with you? See, because this is where, again, like money clouds people's minds. Like people think that money can make you a live nigga. And for some people, it can make you appear like a live nigga. But I feel like real live niggas, people fuck with them whether they have 25 million or $25. Like, it doesn't matter. Like you're who you are is the essence of who you are. And if people really love you like that, you don't have to have all of this money and shit like that for people to ride with you. Like I said, Brand Nubian ain't never went gold or platinum. But people been riding with us for more than 35, going on 35 years. 34 years ago, we put out the All for One album. A 5 mic first album, which is very rare in hip hop. So what does that say? I think people fuck with me for the quality of person that I am, as opposed to them respecting me for if they believe I have money or not. And that's the difference. Bilderberg, boy, peace, beloved. I remember performing One for All in high school, at putting on the hits competition. I also remember the first time I saw Flo Joe on Video Music Box. We all thought Joe was a fat white dude. Yeah, exactly. I also saw something where I guess he got when he got released from jail a couple of times, when you see his ethnicity, that just says white on there. That's interesting. Loco Coco, thank you. He said if it wasn't for the BX, this rap shit probably wouldn't be going on. So tell me where you from. Peter Guns. And then he got the Puerto Rican flag. Okay, well, I just spoke to Peter Guns the other day, matter of fact. And did you know Peter Guns is not Puerto Rican? Peter Guns is not Puerto Rican, but actually Lord Tariq's father is. And when you say it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit probably wouldn't be going on, that doesn't mean the whole Bronx. That doesn't mean the blacks, the Puerto Ricans, the whites. That's not what it means. It's not what it means. It means the foundational black Americans in the Bronx is what they're talking about. If it wasn't for that. Here's the thing, right? Let's put all the Puerto Rican rappers, right? Who are the biggest Puerto Rican rappers? Let's think about it for a second, right? Big Pun, right? Fat Joe, right? Cardi B, Pitbull. Come on now. Who else we got? Who's the biggest ones? All right, we'll stop there. Question. If we removed all their records from hip hop, would hip hop suffer from it? Or would hip hop be just fine? if we removed their records from hip hop history, would hip hop suffer or would hip hop be just fine? Y'all go ahead and answer in the chat. Y'all tell me. Moving on. Thank you, Loco Coco. News Gordy. Disco King Mario is my uncle. They threw the first ever hip hop party at the Fever, and he put on Busy Bee. That's right. And Mario was from North Carolina. He was not Spanish the way some people try to say he was. Thank you, News Gordy. Brandon 34, peace. Thank you for the super chat. He said, I love when you said that FBA spirit is strong, because it is strong. It is strong right now. I see it. It's very strong. People's taking pride the way people like to wave their flags. People are starting to take pride in being a foundational Black American. You know, saying that you were American is almost a curse word in some circles. But thank you, Brandon. Christian Bennett, Black Americans invented and perfected hip hop. Yes. Like I had somebody try to say, yo, why can't it be like, you know, FBA did 50%, Latinos did 20%, white people did You know why it can't be that? Because it would be a lie. It would be a lie. And why do I have to promote a lie just to make you feel good, bro? Like, foundational Black Americans created 100% of hip hop culture. Were there other people who had backgrounds from other places that contributed early to it? Yes. How many fucking times do we have to say this? But regardless of their ethnic or geographic background, all of them, every last one of them, Kool Herc, Grandmaster, every last one that you can name, had to submit to, abide by, absorb, and mold themselves into foundational Black American youth culture, or else nobody would have been fucking with them. Period. Okay? So stop with all this trying to get us to compromise. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. The old FBA probably would be down for the comp. Okay, all right. You can have 20%. I guess 50% is not bad. Fuck that. No. It's 100%. I'm giving you 100% of salsa. Y'all have 100% of reggae. We're gonna have 100% of hip hop, and that's just what it is. Sir Frederick, thank you. Jonathan Kidd, thank you. One of the foundations of conscious hip hop. They must have forgot. Yeah, they must have forgot. Yeah, you must have forgot. You must have bumped your head thinking that money was going to make you have more influence than me. You see? You thought your money in the fact that you got a show on Stars and you just, and I just hosted the BET Awards. I definitely am in a position where I can talk shit about Lord Jamal. Like, that's what a motherfucker thought. Backfired. I'm trying to get through these super chats so that I can read off some of my some of the things that I believe why he went after me specifically. Although I did nothing to him. Nothing. But I still believe I have an idea. But let's get into it. News Gordy. And on Drink Champs, Lazy Legs said Mario was half PR. Let me set the record straight. He was 100% black FBA. That's right. Thank you, News Gordy. I know what Lazy Legs said. We don't listen to nothing Lazy Legs said. Rob G, thank you. He said it's always been known in the South Bronx, Fat Joe didn't like black people since the 90s. Fact. Puerto Rican from his hood, Ben told me that. Yeah. But then I'm also here from Nori. There's a clip from Nori where he said he don't like Puerto Ricans from the island either. He said, fuck them Puerto Ricans from the island. Like he wasn't fucking with reggaeton and all that type of shit when Nori tried to put him on. And that's what he told him. So come on now. Y'all riding for this guy? Shout out to all my Puerto Ricans. Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Again, I love y'all. This is not to disparage y'all, but we got to stand on business as to what we've done. And we can't let certain people, from your community, try to twist the narrative. And it's so cowardly that months ago, again, it's so cowardly that I challenged dudes to a debate. It was crickets. No one said nothing. And that's one of the reasons why I think he was mad too, because I put his name in that, but whatever. I challenged to a debate. Nobody says nothing. Then months later, Lazy Legs wanted to challenge me to a fight. And, and now Fat Joe comes out thinking that he can talk shit about me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's some coward shit, bro. Like, that's some cow. Why y'all didn't just step up to the table? Y'all all come together, get your facts, and come debate me like I requested. But now you thought you could bully the argument later instead of addressing me directly. And now look how this shit done backfired on you. God damn, you would have been better off just talking to me when I asked it. Now look at you. Dimples718. Hey, Dimples. Peace and blessings to the God. In the words of the godfather of rap, Gil Scott-Heron, the revolution will not be televised. Guests need to wipe their feet before entering our house. That's right. Wipe your feet before you enter the house and wipe your finger on the like button before you enter the chat. You heard? Appreciate you, Dimple 718. Mohammed Amory. Fat Joe is canceled. Happy New Year, Lord J. Yeah, he did it to himself, man. It ain't nobody else's fault, man. You played yourself. Shout out to my man Ice-T. Info specialist, thank you. He said, question, my mother's side of the family has been in this country for centuries, but my father was from Barbados. Am I FBA or not at all? Yes, you are. You only need one parent to be of FBA lineage. So welcome. Yes, I have one parent that is full FBA, a lot of people try to throw shit in the, ain't your father got, no, he's not. Ain't your grandfather? No, he's not. It was my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather. Okay? But y'all not going to use that against me because my mom is full FBA. So, yes, welcome, info specialist. You are FBA. Unk. Address.x. Staying away from convos. Listen, he fucking up right now. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Sometimes your family members do and say stupid shit. And y'all still family, but they fucking up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel with this guy. You know what I mean? He family, but he's not in the right frame of mind right now, and he doesn't understand a lot of stuff. And yeah, he thinks he got shit figured out, but Yeah, he's in a bad place, but whatever. Thank you, Unc. Keith, thank you. Fat Joe is a Democratic shill and have been given his marching orders to attack FBA. You know, I kind of believe that. And that's one of the things I have on my list is that he might have just was put up to this. He might have been put up to this. Because I'm not going to lie, the fact that he tried to call FBA a radical racist organization seemed very strategic. You know, they had laws that were passed not too long ago about radical racist organizations, you know, that they felt like, uh, you know, that could be a threat or something in the future or some shit like that. Yeah. Yeah. Look these things up, man. So for him to try to put that on our jacket is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And then it's like, man, I'm one of these guys out here speaking boldly against people like P. Diddy and shit like that. I'm speaking against Kamala and all this type of shit. Like, you think they might have not tried to tell him, yo, talk shit about that dude right there. Let's try to shoot down his influence, shoot down his credibility out here in these YouTube streets. I don't like how motherfuckers be listening to him. Well, now you made it worse. Because they was listening to me and I ain't even have no music out. I was just talking. But now all this shit talking about, oh, he always been the wackest one and all. Oh, see, now you got me where I feel like I got something to prove now. You know what I mean? Now I got something to prove. Now I got to show your fucking ass who I really am. Okay? And that's everybody. Whoever, and your fucking ass is whoever the fuck was sleeping on me, thinking that, you know, I'm some weakest link. All of these niggas, Eminem, all of these motherfuckers. Watch. My album's gonna be better than all y'all motherfuckers' album. Yes, my album is better than anything that Eminem has put out in the last few years. Yup, I just said it. I just said it. Y'all didn't listen to that trash, just like you ain't listen to Joe's album, but you gonna listen to this album. You gonna listen to this album because ain't nobody make no hip hop like this in a minute. In a minute. Play with me. Rapping rhyming was influenced by British-Irish rhythm schemes centuries before FBA knew the English language. Do your research. Study side. Thank you for your super chat. But shut the fuck up. Like, they didn't rap a rhyme the way we rap and rhyme. They didn't have the schemes the way we put the schemes together. Nobody could do it like how FBA does it. We take everything, we take lemon and make it into lemonade. They took away the instruments out of the schools, so we took a turntable and used it into instruments. We took your bullshit British Irish rhythm schemes and turned it into a whole fucking art form. Shut the fuck up. Shut your stupid ass up. Thank you for your super chat, but shut your dumb ass up. Thinking you smarter than somebody. Stupid motherfuckers. Gemro, what's up, my bro? Mob mentality is needed. Fuck what Shorty said. 100, okay? Holla. Mahaz, thank you. FBAs are modern day house Negroes. Suck a dick. I love these motherfuckers that spend like $1 or $2 just so they could say some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna read these little ones first before I even say something. George Red, thank you. He said Jamar, Sadat, and Pooh Bah were all dope. No weakness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But once you call somebody weak, now everybody's like, well, you were the weakest in the terror squad. You were the weakest in DITC. See, why you open up those can of worms? You did that. You did that to yourself. You shouldn't have opened up those can of worms, sir. Esquire. Speak truth, Lord Jamal. FBAs, creators of hip hop. Yep. Deal with it. Super sticker, starry eyed. Thank you. Amir Flores said, Happy holidays, familia. Lord Jamal, how you feel about Tito Allen's song Salsa Rap, 1979? Must be one of the first raps on wax. It wasn't. Be good, familia. FBA is black, but black is not always FBA. I see you. Okay. Yes, I distinguished there's different types of black. And you see how you said must have been one of the first rap songs? Like, that's a big assumption right there, and it's wrong. Like, why would you even throw that into the mix like that? You see? Like, throw a falsehood and say it almost like must be a fact. Like, no, it's not a fact. Tito album Salsa Rap 79, when hip hop had already been going on since 70. But if you go by their narrative, people say 73, but trust me, it was going on before that. But 79? Come on, B. Like, get out of here with that. We've been heard King Tim the Third and all kind of shit like that. Like, what are you talking about? 79. And again, we go back to the Jubilaires and all this other shit. Like, please don't act like y'all invented anything, because you didn't. I'm just sorry, you didn't. Chris Yates. It's sad you keep giving them the truth about the creation of hip hop, and Puerto Rican refuse to believe it. I know, right? It's almost maniacal. It's almost maniacal. Like, it's really crazy that we have to even keep going in these circles. Like, why this hurts your heart so much. Nikki, thank you for your super sticker. Appreciate you, Nikki. Sir Friedrich, they need to check out your verse on Feel So Good. That joint was dope. I still bump that to this day. Straight lyrical stamina. Thank you. And you can check out my verse on a bunch of fucking songs. Check out my verse on Don't Let It Go to Your Head. Check out my verse on fucking One for All. Check out my verse on fucking Foundation. Like, come on, man. It's too much to name. VG Vengeance. You mean mix like Crazy Legs telling lies that Disco King Mario was half Puerto Rican? Yes, lies like that. Myths and lies like that. That's what we're talking about, Vengeance. Thank you. I command you to heal. Non-FBAs are trying to jump us like a prison fight. Yes. Oh, so that's why you said was talking about the mob mentality. Yeah, they definitely are. They're trying to paint us in a light like as if this is some sort of gang. This is some sort of organization that you pay dues to. No, it's a lineage. Either your lineage traces back to FBA or it doesn't. And Tariq Nasheed is not the leader of FBAs. Yeah. So it's not like we're all following behind Tariq Nasheed. That's another myth that they're trying to throw out there to try to, just make people feel stupid for even fucking with it, or make them feel like you're just following a cult out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nope. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Yesterday's FBA might have fell for shit like that. Oh, you're shaming me. They're making me feel bad. Not today. Mr. J, thanks for speaking facts. You repping us right. I appreciate you, Mr. J. I'm striving. To know the ledge. Thank you. He said they used to say hip hop can't afford instruments. Yeah, that's because they took the instruments out of the school system. We used to be some of the best instrumentalists. Michael Freeman, thank you. He said, I think the world of you, brother. I'm proud that we still have revolutionary minds fighting for our people. I appreciate you, my brother. Yes, sir. We here. TM, King of Pop, Fela, came to the U.S. and stated in his doc he was influenced by FBA. Yes, sir. And why you think he was able to go back to Africa and fuck it up the way he did? He was like the Black James Brown. Terrell McMillan, peace. Once again, family. He said, my man LJ addressing the elephant in the room. Cuban slicking whack Joe now too. Oh, yeah. Cuban on him. Cuban on him. Cuban on him. You know, I said I was gonna have Cuban today and Panda Chop, but yeah, I decided to hold off on that for a second. I don't want to make it seem like we going too hard, and I got something else that I'm trying to put together with Cuban. So yeah. Ease 3, thank you. He said, I agree with Lord Jamal. Appreciate you. Easy, thank you. He said, NOI, Moors, 5% Black Panthers, and Hebrew Israelites were called radical black racists. Never let the enemy label our identity when they're scared. Yep. Facto. I remember they used to call us when I used to do interviews. When we first got in, they used to be like, there used to be a lot of white journalists that would use the word radical. You know, your message is radical. And I used to be like, why y'all saying that? Like, what's radical about it? Like, what's so radical? You know what I mean? And that word just always used to just stick out, you know? And I didn't really realize why they were saying it back then, but I see now. Oh, you are hilarious. The Tethernator. I'll be black. Yo! That's hilarious. He said, Fat Joe Zempic, yesterday's racist is not today's racist. Like and share. It doesn't cost anything to show love. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Like and share, y'all, so we can algorithm the fuck out of these motherfuckers. If we have 5,351 likes in this bitch, oh man, we'll be doing big things. They'll have to fucking acknowledge what we're doing. You see? Carlton Banks. You warned people about guests and gatekeeping years ago with you know who. Now maybe they get it. I mean, I don't want to say I told you so. I don't want to say I told you so, but y'all motherfuckers thought I was bugging and why is he? Now we see. Now we see. It's okay. Better late than never. I mean, better late than never. And listen, feel free if anytime you were one of these people that used to talk shit about me and now you want to apologize, it's cool. I'll accept your apology and welcome you aboard, man. You ain't gotta, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you have to, we have to catch up with knowledge. Like sometimes some of us are not ready, and then later on, the knowledge resonates with you. You see? But trust me, it's not me that's bugging. Anonymous Thinker, thank you. Said that cookout BS was made by Coons. Math Hoffa is a sellout. Thank you, Anonymous Thinker. Dialogue with Nasir. Once again, Said, meant to say we can't claim basketball even though we dominated. They would crucify us. But they can steal from us and call us racist for standing up. Exactly. Thank you for the clarification, Nasir. Right. You got white people, motherfuckers that when I first said that, white people are guests in the house of hip hop, the retort to me would be, well, are black people guests in the house of basketball? And I would say, yup. If a white man created it, even though, come on now, we know black people created all sports. The Mayans had a sport that was very much like basketball. So did this fucking guy really even create basketball? Anyway, but let's just, for argument's sake, let's say that this white guy who they say created basketball created it. Well, then, yeah, black people would be guests in the house of basketball. But the only difference is that we came to dominate the house. See, everybody that's a guest inside of the house of hip hop do not dominate it. They are, they have anecdotal stories like, Eminem might have sold a lot of records and stuff like that, but he's not no dominant force in hip hop, like in the hip hop we're talking about. So, and again, if you removed all white people, all other races really from hip hop would still be alive and well. If you removed black people from the NBA, there would be no NBA. Okay? That's how much we dominate. There would be no NBA. But if you removed everybody else and just kept foundational black Americans inside of hip hop would be just fucking fine. Tell me I'm lying. Thank you, Nasir. Inspired. He said, Fat Joe's saying term broke used as an insult reflects a deep-seated contempt for people living in poverty, especially those who are black. Exactly. A deep-seated contempt for all the people that he grew up around, because all of them were broke. You grew up in the projects, homie. Motherfuckers ain't rich in the projects. So you have a deep-seated contempt for the people that you grew up with. This broke shit is a new form of classism, racism. And you want to talk about some radical shit? They don't like nobody that don't look like them. Well, you don't like nobody that ain't got money. How about that? You think you better than anybody that got less bread than you, which is why you fucked up. Because you thought, because you got more bread than me, that you could just talk shit about me. And that I would be, helpless against a guy with all the money. But in real hip hop circles, that don't mean shit. Don't mean shit. Money? In real hip hop circles, this is what means something. And I got that all day. Oh, I'm super wealthy. I'm super wealthy when it comes to that. Yeah. Two-Tone, thank you. Said, salute, Lord J. Keep speaking out and being a powerful voice and force for the culture. Had to run back to order episode to bump elephant in the room. Oh, to older episode to bump elephant in the room. I appreciate you. Well, just to let you know, right now, you can pre-save Elephant on the Room on Spotify and Apple Music. It will be out New Year's Eve. So few days, countdown is on. You will be able to stream the shit out of it on New Year's Eve. I'm going to play it again, actually, in a minute. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's play it now. Fuck it. Let's play it now for the 5,000 people up in this bitch. New music, Lord Jamar, Elephant in the Room.
You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. As you assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Shout out Loricans and Jamaicans. I know you think I'm hating, but you had no influence in creation of this hip hop. Your participation was tip top, but Black Americans showed you how to rip shop. Have you forgot that we taught you how to dress? Back then, coming out looking like a mess. Y'all were dumbing out, tank tops made a mess, shoes clunky. We showed you how to get funky fresh, amongst the best. We helped you learn the language, so at school you wouldn't flunk the test.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
The elements came from Bam, the man grooms. Breaking just another dance that came from the culture. Don't be like the other man and act like a vulture. All day influences FBA. I'll say it's true right to this day.
Let's go.
You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
The elephant.
You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay, the sun isn't 93 million miles away. If it was, then why is it dark in space? The sun and moon are right here in the atmosphere. It's clear, just that information that these bastards fear. I send an invitation to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Wanna debate him cause I feel that his ass lying. How is the fly defying gravity? If it's holding down the ocean, that's a ridiculous notion. And water always finds its level. It can't curve on a ball, but y'all still have the nerve and the gall to call me a flat earther, like I'm a bad person. Shit is sad when I see the ignorance worsen. And I know this doesn't jive with the lessons, but I will always be a 5 to my essence.
I will.
I think it's time we address it. Renew our Quran, what we need to do, word is born.
You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
The elephant.
You assess such an elegant tune. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
All day FBA. I'll say it's true right to this day. Hey, and you don't stop. That's right, y'all. The elephant. Pre-save now. Appreciate y'all. Herber Brother Ashar said, Lord J, can you please shout out my YouTube channel? Your brother Ashar. Sure. Shout out to your brother Ashar's YouTube channel, Your Brother Ashar. Check him out. Appreciate you. Jemro, Tiny Hats execs push changed our narrative to money because they control where the money goes in hip hop. Jimmy Iovine, Leor Cohen, Clive Davis, and etc. Yep. Yep. Got motherfuckers on that money bandwagon. Bush Kid, Whack Joe got no flow. Got it from the black man. Yep. King Son wrote his first shit. I actually was gonna have King Son call in today as well. But I chilled. That's what I'm saying. Like, fucking, attention is the new drug. Motherfucker say anything to go viral. Like, motherfucker, if I wanted to go viral, trust me, I could have all kind of motherfuckers coming out the woodwork with dirt and man. I'm taking the high road. But at the same time, yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Oh, so Ocean said yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Brilliant flip. Why, thank you. Go said Red Supreme gave you your flowers on his live. Shout out to Red Supreme. I didn't see the live, but I appreciate you. I fuck with Red Supreme. Shout out to all the Doggy Diamonds. Sarah Suit Seti, the Black Authority, Tariq Nasheed, Jamar Milton, everybody who's out there, you know, that's riding. Let's go, man. Let's ride. All right, so hang on. Before I continue, listen, I wanted to get into what I feel, because I'm like, why would he go at me like this? Because we had what I would call a good rapport. You see, like it's not like me and Fat Joe were friends. We didn't have each other's phone number. Mm-mm. But whenever I would see him, it would be love. You know what I mean? It would be love. I remember a few years back, we're in the city, we're in Manhattan. I'm with my cousin. I think my cousin and one of his sons. And it's my cousin's birthday. And we're trying to go to STK, you know, this steakhouse or whatever, you know, in the meatpacking district, right? And so we're parking the car, and in the same garage, lo and behold, there's Fat Joe, right? It's his birthday too, or something like that. And he's got his family with him and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? His wife got a bunch of people with him. And so I'm telling them, yeah, we going to you know, SDK. And he's like, okay, you made a reservation or whatever. And I'm like, nah. And he's like, yeah, I think you need a reservation type of shit. I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, don't worry about it. Fuck it. You know, we all together type of shit, you know? So we walk up to the restaurant, and you know what I mean? He already had a reservation. So whatever, he said something to them like, yo, blah, 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 blah. We was good. You know what I mean? And so he went on to his table. We ended up going to our table, and he looked out. You know what I mean? As far as we didn't need a reservation. You know what I mean? We didn't end up sitting with him and all this type of stuff. But we got in without having to have a reservation. It was cool. You see what I'm saying? That's a good rapport with somebody. So I say that to say, I'm thinking in my mind, why would he, you know, make it personal like that? Like, why would he get personally mad? Like, what exactly did I do to throw for him to throw away the rapport that we had. So one of the first things I'm thinking is there was an incident a while back where Joe wore, oh shit, my other light went out. Joe wore some shit, some wacky fucking moon boots with this crop fucking jacket or some shit like that. And, you know, motherfuckers was gigging on it on the internet. Now, I seen a clip where he mentioned that somebody was talking about it. So I thought it was fair game. You know what I mean? To give a little jab at it or whatever, like, but not, I didn't think it was disrespectful to the guy, but it was funny. You know what I mean? And it was just kind of like, yo, brothers, my whole take was like, yo, brothers our age don't need to be wearing shit like that. I don't give a fuck how much the shit costs. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care who the designer is. Like, certain shit shouldn't be worn. You know what I mean? And not only age, you know, if we keep it real, and I don't think I said this, but nigga, if we keep it real, like, you don't have the body type for certain shit, okay? But nobody had the body type for those fucking moon boots and whatever the fuck he was wearing. So I said something, and then, yo, I get a FaceTime from 5 Mics, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. And this dude, 5 Mics, got Fat Joe on the line, like on the FaceTime. You know what I mean? Like almost try to ambush me with dude. And that shit wasn't cool. But anyway, so Joe is like, yo, you know, he's kind of, I guess, a little upset. Yo, don't do this, Jamal. Like, yo, you know, we supposed to be cool. Like, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I thought it was fair game or whatever. You know what I mean? And he's just like, you know, I guess he wasn't happy about that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. I hear you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? How about just don't wear no crazy shit like that? Niggas won't say nothing. How about that? But I think even after we talked, I was like, yo, you know, Fat Joe's my dude. And yeah, I spoke about him. Maybe I should have just, you know, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all type of shit. You know, I forget what I said, but I'm like, was that strike one or some shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, and then strike two, right, may have been when I brought Hassan Campbell on my show. Now, I don't think Hassan said anything necessarily about Joe while he was on my show, but I think just the fact that I brought Hassan on, and Hassan is somebody who has spoken bad about Joe in the past, I think that could have possibly rubbed him the wrong way. And to that I say, you know, man, I do interviews, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm going to interview a motherfucker that maybe you do got a problem with them. That don't mean that you and I have a problem. There's plenty of motherfuckers that continued to go on Vlad TV and fucking, or when I was going through shit with Eminem, they still was standing next to this dude and acting like they was they man, but they still supposed to be my friends and all this type of shit. And you know what I mean? So I know that I'm thinking, nah, it can't be that, but it could be. I'm just putting out hypothesis of what I think it could be. And listen, Joe, you're welcome to hit up the show Actually, I'd like you to hit up the show and explain what it was. Come on the show and explain why you said some nutty ass shit like that. Why you got into your feelings like that. Somebody that don't write their own rhymes and fucking gonna talk about somebody that does. Like what made you say some crazy shit like that? It's crazy. Was it the debate? Was it the fact that I put your name in that and you like and niggas feel so arrogant that they feel like, how dare you even say my name, nigga? You know, you broke niggas. How dare these broke niggas even say my name? Was it that? Or again, was it my outspokenness on the diddler, who you've been outspoken saying that was your man and da 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 da. You rock with Diddy and let's see what happens. And could it be that the diddler flew you a kite? I say, yo, Playboy. Hey, yo, Playboy. Yo, say something about that nigga Lord Jamar, man. Hey, yo, I heard that nigga saying little shit about me on the internet, man. You tell the people that nigga used to be whack, man. Yeah, let him take that. Is that what happened? I don't know. Because those are the only things that I could see. Because, again, I did nothing to you. I never talked about certain shit that might have been in my head about you. Like, let's keep it real. Like, I never thought you was the best rapper or anything like that. Never. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Fat Joe is one of the biggest overachievers in hip hop. Yep, I said it. And he should be proud of that. Like, he's one of the biggest overachievers. And what I mean by that, like, based on his talent, he should not be where he's at. Financially, popularity, none of that. He is one of the biggest overachievers in the game. And it's just real. And to talk about me is almost part of the overachievement. Like, to talk about me is he's overachieved so much that it had him, delirious. It had him delirious. To where he could sit in that chair and talk about me like that. That was crazy. After I did nothing to him. This shit does not hurt you that I'm telling you that Puerto Ricans didn't create hip hop. It's not. Third Eye said, I'm telling you, bro, it's all about Kamala and FBA. It probably is. Probably is. They was mad as a motherfucker that I helped flip this election on the ass. They was mad as a motherfucker. Oh, that fucking Lord Jamal. It's part of he's part of the problem. Trey, what up? He said, first live stream, peace to you for standing strong. Since we're united, ask them to name the other black and PR businesses, bodegas, restaurants for evidence. What do you mean? Ask who? Since we're united, okay, ask them to name the other black and PR businesses, bodegas, restaurants for evidence. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Trey, but thank you. The builder's table. Indeed, Allah is all in all. I see today's mathematics as wisdom equality, born to build or destroy. What's hating God? Peace, God. Peace, God. Thank you. Boxing Logics United. Math been goofy since he stole on Serious Jones that stage during a rap battle. He built his name off some insecure bully hoe shit. It's time we bully him. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people talk about a boycotting math show, and I'm not opposed to that. I don't like the way he fucking sat there and fucking giggled, you know, and then again he went on Star's show and going to talk about if I was to go on his show, which I would never do now, if I were to go on his show, that he might give me some pushback. He said he might give me some pushback on this whole narrative of that Puerto Ricans didn't create hip hop. Yet he didn't give any pushback when Fat Joe sat there and called foundational Black Americans broke niggas. He didn't give any pushback when he said that I used to be fucking a legend. He didn't give any pushback when he said I was the wackest one and that I was a Looney Tune. But you gonna give me pushback? Cancel that man. Y'all go ahead. Cancel him. I'm with it. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Gerard Richardson, Fat Joe is paid by corporate America to hijack our culture. Yeah. Why is he at the award shows? Who decided that? We didn't decide that. We didn't want him as the host. And we're not watching these things anymore. Matter of fact, we're just going to start calling up when we see that he's hosting and be like, why is he hosting? We're not going to watch if he's hosting. Mr. Bay, don't play. Thank you. Yo, God, we need to yoke Fatso up and find the dirtiest butt naked Timberland boot and make him lick the bottom. That was crazy when he licked the sneaker shit. I don't give a fuck if it's fresh out the factory. I ain't licking the bottom of no goddamn sneaker. PJW, thank you. He said, "Peace, King. We're Hispanics listening to James Brown and Lynn Collins in the 70s because that's who the early hip hop producers sampled." No, Hispanics weren't listening to James Brown and Lynn Collins in the 70s unless they hung around foundational Black American youth. Then those ones did. Okay. This is why we said all the influence was ours. It doesn't matter if they were around. Nothing Spanish or Jamaican or anything else, although we love these cultures, had anything to do with the creation of hip hop. TK Mac. Thank you, TK Mac. Ubiquitous King. FBA needs ICE, internal cultural examiners. Hey, I guess I'm the head of FBA ICE. Because we're going to examine this shit. We're going to examine this shit. DJ, that thumbnail, nasty work. You undefeated. Eminem, Iggy, Fat Joe. Who else going to get it? Be careful. They might come for you. Hey, man. I don't understand. Like, yeah, I am undefeated. And they need to stop fucking with me. Like, y'all remember Iggy Azalea? I put that girl to bed. Night. Night. We not fucking with you. We who decide who sits at the cool table has decided that there is no chair here for you, ma'am. Okay? The space is being taken up, and yes, we're not fucking with you, ma'am. And now, Joseph Cartagena, sir, you have wore out your welcome, is what you've done. Okay? And you thought you was going to get me out, but you done got yourself out now with the bullshit. Mo, get it. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate you, Lord J, for staying on his neck. Your work is helping to keep true history alive. Too bad other artists haven't followed suit. You're a real one. 100. Thank you, Mo. Get it. Yeah, you know, everybody's not cut from a certain cloth. Niggas are scared out here. They scared to stand on the truth. Not me. Miles Bachelor. Didn't Joe get money with dudes from Harlem? I don't know. Did he? Did he? Probably. Probably. Teacher Maria. Teacher Maria. She said, peace, God. Sorry I'm late again. I'll catch the replay. No problem, Teacher Maria. Come on. Came a little late for your time. Curtis 75 Black. Hip hop wouldn't be the same with Cypress Hill or the Fat Boys. Prince Marky D is Puerto Rican. Listen, I love Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill's not Puerto Rican, but Be Real is my man. I fuck with Cypress Hill. I fuck with the Fat Boys too. Again, that remains to be seen, to be honest. Excuse me. I love the Fat Boys, but let's keep it real. How many people bring up the Fat Boys when we're even talking about like a lot of the great hip hop groups? And it's a shame that they overlook them, but they don't even bring up the Fat Boys like that. Prince Marky D existed. It was a rapper that existed, you know. I mean, yeah, he was dope for the time and all that type of shit. But again, what did he do? What did he bring that was Puerto Rican to the game? And to be honest, yeah, sorry. I'm not going to say anymore. Thank you, Curtis Black. Frank T. You told him a long time ago, don't let it go to your head and remind them, bro. Yep, don't let it go to your head. But that's what they're doing. Thank you, Frank. Amir Flores, the biggest Puerto Rican rappers are in Puerto Rico, selling to the masses in Spanish, U.S., Latin America, and Spain. Hip-hop would greatly suffer without Vico C. What? Or Called 13 or 33 Granny. You can't be fucking serious. You can't be serious. No, we never even heard of these motherfuckers. The rappers in Puerto Rico are not rapping. They're singing in Spanish. Like, that's not hip hop, sir. That Bad Bunny shit is not hip hop, sir. And hip hop would not suffer at all if that shit was gone tomorrow. Because it's not here today. Hip hop, real hip hop knows nothing about what you're talking about, Amir Flores. So I appreciate your super chat, but 33 Grammys, who gives a fuck? Just like money, Grammys mean nothing to us in hip hop. It means nothing. Thank you, though. CR, appreciate you. Henceforth, any non-FBA uttering nigger gets labeled a racist. Lord Jamar, Brand Nubian, legends. Thank you. I'll take it one further. Any motherfucker that keep labeling this broke shit, okay, is going to get labeled. We got to give these motherfuckers a label. That's like a racist type of label, okay? Because we're not going to let me motherfuckers use that shit either. Oh, these broke niggas, they're trying to make you feel a certain way for not kissing the ass of the establishment and sucking the dick of corporate fucking America in order to fucking, try to make yourself feel like you better than somebody else. Fuck out of here. Giovanni Ray. Yesterday's African Americans are today's FBA. Maybe. What do you have to? We got to do at least $1.99 in order to super chat. Is that what it is? Because whenever somebody got something stupid to say, they try to put the least they could, the least they could give. Chris Keys, keep representing for the FBA family. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Chris. Sika Tate. We need to make a FBA flag so we can identify ourselves. Well, apparently there is an FBA flag. Google it. There is an FBA flag. Starry-eyed. Peace. FYI, Kim Osorio was laughing during Joe's FBA slander with Math Hoffa. Yeah, that was disappointing because I've had Kim on this show, actually. And I thought she was cool, but you got to understand how people will mob up when it comes to what they feel is their culture. You see? And we got to start doing the same. So since she was sitting there and Fat Joe is Puerto Rican and she's Puerto Rican and he's seeming like he's defending Puerto Ricans. So what could she do other than support him, which is right. Okay. That's why I said, hey, all Puerto Ricans should support Fat Joe. They need to go out there and buy his album. Go get that shit. Y'all keep him cool. Y'all got to keep him cool now. Y'all got to be the ones to keep him in style and all, because we're not doing it no more. We're not gonna, nah. But let them support. So she's doing what she's supposed to do as a Puerto Rican woman. Now we have to do what we need to do as foundational Black Americans to support our own and stand behind what we believe is right and mob up. That's why they said, yeah, the mob mentality is necessary at times because everybody else does it. Vlad fucking, sided with the Jews when he's not even a practicing Jew, but he just automatically did that. You see? So we got to start doing the same goddamn thing. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Danny Michael, thank you. He said, peace, Lord Jamal. Much respect and appreciation for continuing to stand on truth. I remember years ago, the brother King's son born, was going in on Fat Joe as well about his constant use of the end of the word nigga. Thanks again. Yep. I just talked to King's son yesterday on the phone. I talked to King's son, and yes, he wrote Flo Joe. He wrote a whole bunch of that shit in the beginning. And if this hip hop was really in you, if you was really hip hop like that, you should have no problem creating it from you. It should be able to pour out of you the way it pours out of me. Hip hop pours out of me. I make beats like it's nothing. I make rhymes like it's because I am hip hop for real. It ain't got nothing to do with money. And I've made classic hip hops that I created. Me. The so-called wackest one. It ain't nobody else's fault, boy. You played yourself. Ali Salam, thank you. We sampled FBA soul music from Detroit, Memphis, etc. You're damn straight we did. Thank you, Ali. J Bad, thank you. We are too inclusive. If you go into an FBA restaurant, we let everyone work there, Caribs, Latinos, etc. When you go into a Caribbean, Latino, Asian, etc. spot, they don't have FBA working in there. So who is divisive? Absolutely, J Bad. When have you ever seen that? I don't even think like a Chinese spot would let a black man do the deliveries. Like, seriously. Spanish spot, none of that. Like, but yeah, we'll let anybody work in there. Yep. Well, yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. We not doing shit like that no more. Anonymous thinker, Lord Jamar waging war, LOL. He said, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going to keep being attacked. I'm not going to be attacked because, first of all, this is not the first time he came at me. This is not the first time. It's the first time he verbalized it. But he came at me on IG in the comments. And he called me a piece of shit in the comments. Okay? He called me a piece of shit in the comments on my son's page. When my son made a video about me when, you know, they was talking about me calling Kamala the B word. Everybody wanted to be up in arms instead of getting to the real issue of what I was talking about. But yeah. So my son put up a video and everybody, oh, why would he talk about it? You know, they want to virtue signal. And then he thought that was going to be a good place to come on there and be like, he's like, yeah, Lord Jamar, he been bad. Lord Jamar went bad. He been a piece of shit. Yeah, that's what he said. Some shit like that. Y'all can go see it. Go look on it on my son's page. Y'all see what I'm talking about. It's probably still up there. So let's not act like I'm now piling some shit on, and I'm just addressing the hatred, the unwarranted hatred by somebody that I thought was cool prior to this. But see, what did they say? They say, you want to know what a motherfucker really think about you? Make them mad. Make them mad. Black Sam, Rochester, New York in the building. Yes, sir. Peace, Black Sam. Troya Lee, respect to you, Lord Jamar B1. Peace. Prince Raw D, thank you. He said, what up, Lord Jamar? Yo, fuck this white boy, Sloppy Joe. He's a culture vulture that got too comfortable in our house. Now he's grinding his muddy shoes on our couch. Yup. Get off the couch. We need to fucking clean that shit. And since you don't respect the couch and all of that, well, gotta go, sir. Garden State Warrior. I'm sick of these goofy ass stepfathers trying to give hip hop their last name. In the words of Maury, you are not the father. That's right. You're not the father. You're not the father. There can only be one father. And no, you're not the mother either. Like, you know what I mean? You're not the mother. I don't know why you'd want to be the mother, but you're not the mother of hip hop. The hip hop has a foundational Black American mother and father. Okay? So, again, you're the first one we allowed to hold the baby. That's who you are. You was the first one to babysit. How about that? FBA baby boomer, what's good? He said FBA minor hip hop never needed these long-term time haters like Slabby Joe for anything. No, you didn't. Those records didn't really add nothing to the quality of the fabric of hip hop. Warren G. Wayno, what's good? He said it's cool when they do it. A problem when we do it. Fuck them. Stand up. FBA. Yes, sir. Now, I hope y'all had a good, holiday. Some of y'all getting ready to start celebrating Kwanzaa. Hey, enjoy. I hope y'all got good shit yesterday and all of that. For some people, though, this wasn't a good holiday. I don't care if you got material shit. You received some things you weren't expecting. I'll tell you that. Paul Harrison, thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Lord Jamar, even though he said Jamal, I was there during the birth of hip hop. Brooklyn, do or die resident. No one disrespects one of the gods of hip hop and gets away with it. Thank you for addressing this matter. Peace. Thank you, Paul. See, Paul was there. He knows who fucking influenced this shit. And that it wasn't nobody but us. Thank you, Paul. Mecca, thank you. Nah, can't come to islands. I don't know what you mean by that. Because God damn it, yes, I can. As a matter of fact, we don't even need to go to those islands necessarily. We got beautiful shit right here in America. Chauncey, thank you. Fat Joe has a problem with FBA, but has no problem calling people niggas. Exactly. Calling people niggas and broke. Marlon S. In London, Latino/Hispanics can't say the N-word. Good. Good. Y'all holding it down, and we need to fucking hold that shit down too. Because this shit is out of control. Cars 215. VP Harris said hip-hop culture is American culture. Trying to divorce it from FBA. Joe is tied in with the Dems too. Yep. Yep. So that's why they could have sent dude. He said, I'll do it. Virgil Dawkins, thank you. Respectfully, OG, I'm going to have to disagree. Fat Joe didn't diss you first, nor the FBA out of the blue. From his perspective, he's responding to your comments from previous interviews. What comments exactly, sir? What did I say about Fat Joe? Virgil Dawkins. And I'll wait for your reply. What did I say that directed toward Fat Joe that would make him talk disrespectfully towards me specifically? Now, I may have said things that he didn't like about the Puerto Ricans not creating hip hop. But what did I say about him specifically that was disparaging? Other than the time that he wore those fucking funny ass moon boots and I gave him a slight ribbing. What exactly are you referring to, sir? But thank you, Virgil. Let you know, if we stand on biz, then he can't tic-tac Joe. Okay. Thank you. D. Hamilton, thank you. Just sending some love, brother. And I appreciate it. That's all. Okay. Nicole Smith, motherfucking sloppy Joe, FBA all day. Thank you, Nicole. Mr. Watt, 77313, you teaching a whole new generation, FBA 100. I hope so. Good. We need that. We need that. And like I said on his album, I didn't even hear no music that was like inspiring towards Hispanic people or Puerto Ricans or anything. But when you hear this new Building 7, yeah, you're gonna feel good about yourself. Just gonna feel good about the hip hop, Original Man, FBA, all of that shit. J Reaction was good, my brother. He said the Irish English rhyming scheme ain't do shit, because if it did, why wasn't they rapping back in Ireland instead of getting drunk and pissing on themselves? Exactly. I mean, people bring up the stupidest shit to think that they're like, they got you on some angle and shit like that. But, you know, you got to wake up pretty early to fuck with me. Meaty Meek. Peace, God. Fat Joe needs to define what growing up black means. Sounds like he is identifying black as poor, but not admitting that's how he views FBAs. Deep. He thinks growing up black is poor. But again, there's a lot of poor Puerto Ricans. So, you know, what's that about? Starboard 007, Lord Jamar has no picks. Kamala, DJ Vlad, Fat Joe. Peace, Lord. Okay. Yeah, I take them all out, man. I take them out. I take out the trash man, trash man. Chickadee K. He been an agent for years, corporate and political slore. He be with Diddy, Khaled, and Ross, the Fruities gang. Lick them motherfuckers. Bow, bow, bow. Oh shit, Kiggity, you crazy. Gypsy Goddess, thank you, Gypsy Goddess. China Black, but their arguments are so weak that they have to combine all Hispanics, Latinos, and Caribbeans together to combat us. Yep. And they gotta key in on the dumbest shit too. For instance, in the song The Elephant, I have people that are literally talking about, what do you mean you taught us how to dress? Acting as if I'm somehow trying to disparage a whole community by just stating a fact of how it was back in the days and shit like that. Like back in the 70s and early 80s, it was not cool to want to dress like Puerto Rican or Jamaican. It just wasn't. Okay? Like that's not being racist or anything like that. And there was a few factors as to why. Okay? And the way that foundational Black Americans dress was much more stylish, much more, we just had our own flair. We know how to, again, we could take the English language. We could take these stupid ass rhyme schemes my man was talking about and give it a flair that nobody else can do. We'll take fashion and give it a flair that nobody else can do. And people have to learn that from us. So again, have you forgot that we taught you how to dress? We taught the world how to dress, not just y'all. We taught the world how to dress. And they're just catching up now. This is why the main Gucci and all these motherfuckers had to hire Dapper Dan and niggas like that, because that became, our style became mainstream. You understand what I'm saying? So, but again, motherfuckers will take one line and try to just cry about it, like, and then obscure the whole message of what you were originally trying to talk about. And, before we used to go for that type of bullshit, but yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Thank you, China Black. Diamond Thompson. From now on, every time they give this man a microphone, they should tell him to just stick it, lean back. We created breakdance. You just helped it advance. Now, do the FBA. Lean black. It's Team Black. Now lean black. Team black. DT, y'all let him in. Tired of hearing FBA and bullshit. Y'all let any call us niggas until you won't. Still Hispanics and whites and shy in New York saying nigga, and FBA don't do shit. Well, we're coming together now. Okay, better late than never. Than never. We're coming together now, and sometimes certain things are a catalyst for change. Okay, and yeah, Mr. Cartagena's remarks may be one of them. Boxing fan 189. That Tito Allen salsa rap came out in 1980, even worse. He lied and said 1979 so it could sound like he's a pioneer. Exactly. And even listen to the title, salsa rap. Like the word rap is a word that comes from African American slang. Let me rap to you, man. Like, would y'all just cut the bullshit, man? Just cut the bullshit. Black to death. To call Lord Jamar whack is to call Brand Nubian whack. Is to call righteousness whack. Ooh, this is a great question. Is to call the 5% nation whack. Is to call conscious hip hop whack. Yo, I thought about this. Like, again, for somebody that tries to rhyme about gangster shit, about selling crack and shooting people and you know, just dumb shit. Of course, what I'm saying to you is going to be whack because you can't resonate with trying to help black people. That's whack to you. That's corny to you. So, of course, that's going to be some bullshit. So I could almost understand why you'd say some nut ass shit like that. But at the same time, I ain't gonna allow it. As a matter of fact, I'm proud then. I should be proud under those circumstances, under that definition, I should be proud to be whack. You see? I should be proud to be whack. Because, first of all, I wasn't dumb enough to get on these records and talk about stupid shit that I used to do when I was a child. Like, I don't even want y'all knowing me for that type of shit. I was a young, before Brand Nubian, young kid, just like any other street nigga trying to sell crack. Was I a fucking kingpin? No. But I sold crack. Enough to get a little jewels and stay fresh and shit like that. Know what I mean? Yeah. But I ain't rhyme about that shit once I got a record deal. Because that's not what the fuck I was about. And then when rap started going down that road, I didn't just jump on that bandwagon. Well, shit, I used to sell crack too. I should rhyme about selling crack. Nah, that's that weak shit. When you give up on what you really about to try to go with the trends, go with what's popular and what everybody else is talking about. So I remember Joe that used to wear a kufi when the conscious shit was popular. Huh? But he took that shit off and started being Fat Joe the gangster. I ain't never take the knowledge off because it's not something that I just put on. You see, it's in me, just like this hip hop shit is in me. It's part of who I am. Thank you, Black to Death. Paul Harrington, thank you again. He said, Lord Jamal, please forgive my misspelling of your name. I have fat finger syndrome. No problem, bro. Yeah. It's all good. Where we at? NBA, DeCali. Why can't Jamaicans go hard for reggaeton since a lot of Panamanian reggae artists' ancestors came from the Caribbean to build the Panama Canal for USA? I guess they can. I don't know why they can't. But thank you, NBA. Lee Leeway Nichols, The Temptations, Ball of Confusion, rap, 1970. Yep. Ball of Confusion. Come on, man. Tito Hornbuckle. Nah, I gotta say that name again. That almost sounds like some shit you use on a snap. You fucking Tito Hornbuckle face looking motherfucker. What's my mindset if my mind state ain't black? LJ 100. Okay. Thank you, Tito. Selmo food. Selmo food. They stealing our culture and whitewashing it. Yeah, but we not letting it happen. And they could be mad all they want. Dorian Marquise, thank you. LJ McGaffey, you thought you had a sweet Vic, nice pick, but you didn't anticipate that I might be sick. Yep. That's a line motherfucker should have remembered. He thought he had a sweet Vic saying that shit. He thought he had a nice pick. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Lord Jamal. He ain't got, you know what I mean? He ain't even made a record in a minute. He ain't got nothing to rebuttal this. He ain't got no money. He's a broke nigga. He's a, you know what I mean? He one of these broke niggas out here that fucking, man, nobody gonna listen to him. But you didn't anticipate that I'm FBA. But you didn't anticipate that I stand by truth. Ebony Walker, thank you. Hey, Bab, yep. Hips are getting thin. Oh, hey, baby, the hips are getting thin. MC Hammer voice, can't touch this. Thank you, Ebony. Righteous Indignation, thank you again. She said British/Irish rhyme schemes. You mean nursery rhymes? Fuck out of here. Y'all know whenever blacks put that flavor on something, it becomes 10 times better. Exactly. We do everything better. Food, comedy, music, sports, art, etc. Exactly. Yo, let me tell you. When I was a kid, right? When I was a child, when you're in like first grade, around my way anyway, they used to give you what's called a recorder. A recorder is like a little flute or some shit right there, right? So one of the first songs that they teach you how to play maybe is like Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? And I remember they taught us Mary Had a Little Lamb, and I was happy that that was just one joint that I knew, like that I could play this and the notes was correct and all of that, right? But I remember like the way they used to play it was so boring and like white. You know what I mean? So, yo, I used to, at home, I used to jazz it up. And I'm telling you, I'm a child, like first grade. I don't even really necessarily know if I even knew what jazz was, but I'm telling you, I used to jazz that shit up. So instead of yeah, I was like, yo, I'm telling you, as a child, I'm doing this. Like in first grade, whenever they give you that fucking recorder, and I'm just thinking back, like, black people do just be jazzing shit up. Like, it's just in us. What the fuck made me do that in first grade? Come on, man. That's crazy. I'm telling you, that's what the fuck I did. Oh man, that shit is hilarious. Thank you, Righteous Indignation. I appreciate you. DJ Voodoo Spells. Vegas in the building. Salute, fam. Appreciate you. DL. As the scriptures say, we are the salt of the earth. Holla. Always on point. Thank you. No Dominican or Haitian is claiming to have created hip hop. We know and understand FBAs are the creators. Keep the pressure on the Puerto Ricans. Hey, man. Thank you. But again, it's not all Puerto Ricans. It's just a certain minority of Puerto Ricans who have a colonizer's mind state, mind frame. You know, so the lazy legs, you know, the fat Joes, the Dr. Colonizers, the Joe Bozos of the world, you know, these are the ones who are fucking it up for the rest of the brothers and sisters in the Puerto Rican community. Yeah. Virgil Dawkins, thank you. If hip-hop started in the Bronx and it's literally 70% Latino population, here we go, it's impossible there was not any Latino involved. Even if you go back and watch Wild Style or Breaking, most of the cast was PR. Well, I'm going to thank you for your $10, Virgil. And I'm going to take it and use it wisely. First of all, 70% Latino, is it? Or did you just make that up? Even if it is, we didn't say they didn't have any involvement. We said they didn't create any part of hip hop. I don't know if there's like a Tootsie Roll type of thing going on. I don't know if it's being lost in translation somewhere where you know, motherfuckers just not hearing correctly. Of course y'all was involved. It's just that your involvement didn't involve creating anything. It involved watching and duplicating. Watching and duplicating. That's it. But thank you. Appreciate you. Ubiquitous King, thank you. Candace BK, thank you. Joe Black is back. Fat Joe is handing out N-word passes on Vlad to the white girl mob. That's the tether endgame. Wow. Was he really? He was handing out N-word passes to white girls? Wow. That's interesting. Thank you. John's son, thank you. He said, devils consider truth radical. Indeed. Indeed. DT, thank you. New York Blacks put him on, not Detroit, Cali, South. Y'all did. You right. We did. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like some of my brothers from DITC need to speak up, man. Yeah. They need to speak up and speak to why did y'all co-sign him in the first place? Did y'all hear about this stuff about him over the years? Certain things. Why'd y'all bring him to the game? Because we got to blame y'all now. So, Diamond, Lord Finesse, y'all's my mans. FBAs. But, hey, gave him a pass because y'all said he was cool. Fila speaks. Fat Joe woke up a sleeping giant. FBA. Yup. Yeah, he did. He woke up that elephant in the room. He woke up that elephant in the room. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. You heard? Cold Soldier, thank you. Said Fat Joe comes from a lineage of culture vultures in hip hop. Yeah, you know, probably. Here goes Mr. Flores. He said, wait till Lord Jamar finds out Neil deGrasse Tyson is Puerto Rican too. Is he? Is Neil deGrasse Tyson Puerto Rican for real? Well, he's getting canceled too. God damn it. Because we don't listen to that actor, that fake scientist who wants you to believe bullshit. We calling his bullshit out. But thank you, Flores, again. I appreciate you. Vaughn, the truth is Fat Joe doesn't want to admit that his whole style comes from FBAs. And if not for Big Pun, no one would know who the fuck he is. Basically, a lot of people say that he's living on Pun's money. Life Disciple. I've never heard nobody discussing real hip hop say Fat Joe got bars. Ever. This is why dude was delusional. Like he was delusional as to his place in this shit. Like we really, you know, let somebody exist in this bubble in their mind where they thought they had more importance, more influence, more everything inside their own mind. And there were certain things that made him believe that it was true. And being the overachiever that he is, that just seemed to be validation for the things that he believed in his mind. But all that material shit had nothing to do with in the real world of hip hop. In the real world, you never was a dope MC. You always was a sucker MC. You know why? Because you don't write your own shit. Sucker MCs who did not learn. If they don't next time, we shall return. Oh, shit. Thank you for everybody that's on the Cash App. It's hard to see that while I'm doing the show. But shout out to all my people on Cash App. The infamous Big AJ. Fat Joe got these Mexicans in Cali saying nigga. They never used to say that until Fat Joe we got to cancel him. He's already canceled, bro. He just canceled himself with this, bro. He just canceled himself, man. How's he going to come back from this? What do you think? He's going to come with a song that's so strong that we're just going to forget all of this? Like, the fuck out of here. Kobe Rashid. Thanks for standing up for our lineage, fam. FBA. You're welcome. Super sticker. Thank you, Phil. Roy G. You got to get X and Pooba on the remix. FBA, Charleston, South Carolina. Maybe Pooba. Gemro. FBA. Ether equals elephant in the room. Oh shit, that's E. That's ill. Elephant in the room. FBA Ether. That's dope. That's dope, yo. Ooh, Gemro. You just gave us some shit right there. About to get ethered with the elephant in the room. Fucking New Year's Day. Get ready. Go save it right now. Woods, thank you. Nas himself said that hip-hop originally derived from FBA and ties it back to slavery in the U.S. In the Hip Hop is Dead album, track 6, Who Killed It? At the 2:30 mark. Why? Thank you, Woods. I mean, it's just funny that Chris Rock was just on his album talking about hip-hop was started by black freedmen. Who do you think that is? He said this is the only culture that was started by black freedmen. That's us, sir. Kiki, positive reception would be received so much better. Don't forget the end game is unity. I believe you guys would be so much stronger together. I mean, sure, but motherfuckers don't act like they want to be together. Everybody wants to be separate. Puerto Ricans want their own separate credit. Again, they act like black and brown unity, but only when it's time for shit like this. Only when it's time for them to try to get in on some shit that we're doing is they talk this black and brown unity shit. But I don't really see that on some everyday shit. If you truly thought you were with us, why do you want special recognition? Why would you need to be standing out? We're all black Americans, right? Right? If that's what you believe. We all live here, grew up here in America. Are you an American citizen? So then and you believe you're black. Okay. So then technically you're a black American, right? So then why do you want special treatment as a Puerto Rican or Jamaican or any other cultural, any other culture that's outside of being a black American? What's that all about? So you're not the one being divisive? I'm divisive because I'm just showing you where all this shit comes from. This shit is, man, come on, man. Stop it with the end game is unity. So get with us. But don't think that we're supposed to shut up in the name of unity. That's the old FBA. That's yesterday's FBA would have did that. Not today's FBA. No. Third Eye TV, thank you. The only reason Fat Joe hating on FBA because his favorite candidate, Kamala, was not FBA. Plus, you didn't hate on Trump. So that was extra hate. Right. Exactly. Yep. These can all be part of it. That's why he thought I was a loony bin too. This motherfucker thought Trump was a better candidate than Kamala. You motherfucking right, I did. And I'm happy he got in. Third Eye TV. I'm telling you, bro, all about Kamala, not FBA. I hear you, Third Eye. I hear you. It's very much possible. I don't put it. I'm just, again, that's why I asked that list of what could this be from? Why would you jump out this window like that? You know? Gemro, Fat Joe only start overachieving after Big Pun. Ooh. Ooh. You are totally right. He only started overachieving after Big Pun. Well, nah, hang on. I mean, the fact that he was able to even stay around that long to even get Pun like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, he kind of was overachieving already. To even get someone like Pun to sign to him. That was an overachievement. But I hear what you're saying. Yes, he definitely started really overachieving after Pun. Absolutely. God damn, guys, it's getting late. This guy, TM, Joe was one of the first on Ozempic. In that pic, he looked hella goofy with the skinny body and fat head. Looked like Michelangelo and TMN. I don't know what this. Ronan Chi. Okay. Yeah, and apparently he admitted he was on Ozempic. Apparently you got to stay on that now for the rest of your life or some shit like that. Ali Tylik, thank you. Can the white-faced devil make an appearance in one of your up-and-coming videos? What white-faced devil? Who are we talking about? OBJ? What's OBJ? Thank you. Appreciate you. Flores is back. Imer Flores, Jamaica and PR gets 90s rap. Wait, Jamaica and PR gets 90s rap. FBA can have the rest. What are you talking about? How many Puerto Rican rappers were there in the 90s? Go ahead, Mr. Flores, name them. How many Puerto Rican rappers were there in the 90s? Because again, I saw some shit where Joe said, all the legends I know are black and Puerto Rican. Who? Who are all these legends you're talking about? Charlie Chase. Okay, you know. I mean, you could say maybe Whip a Whip and Ruby D. Like, who are these legends? These Puerto Rican legends in hip hop. Who are they? People just say shit sometimes, yo. Name these motherfuckers. All about business. All about business. I stopped watching Math years ago when he said Jamaicans started hip hop on a clip from his pod. Yep. Well, we really not feeling this shit right now. J Reaction, thanks again. He said Fat Joe don't got nothing in his catalog close to what Brand Nubian got. I know. He should know that too. But he continues to you know, he said what he said. Trey, thank you. He said, Mint, besides hip hop, what other businesses do blacks and PR share? Hip hop can't be our only 50-50 collab. I need evidence of the unity. Wow. That is a great point. That is a great point. Besides hip hop, what other businesses do, I'm not even going to put it just Jamaican, Puerto Ricans, blacks and Puerto Ricans share, blacks and Jamaicans share, blacks and Mexicans share, blacks and whites share. Where they do that at? Where do you see a FBA, half FBA, half Puerto Rican establishment, 50-50 collab? Where? This black and brown unity y'all talking about. When on Rikers Island, we can't even share the same phone. Oh, motherfuckers, this is ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. The queen is back. Asia M again. Asia is back again. She said, math is a greasy tether eaten off of FBA. And it's funny, this attitude that these guys get once they start making a little bread, yo. It's almost like, you know, these guys that like, yo, they've been getting dissed by girls all their life, and then they finally, you know, at one point they start finally getting girls, and now they're like, you know, they secretly hate girls because they're mad at the fact they wasn't getting them before. So now that they can get them, they want to abuse them and, you know, make them feel bad about themselves. And, you know, this is how these guys seem like financially. They grew up poor. They never had shit. They always, you know, got the short end of the stick. And then finally, some shit popped for whatever reason. And, you know, especially a guy like Mav. Like, I know Joe's been having money for a long time. But a guy like Mav, nah, he was just a battle rapper type of dude. Like, he wasn't getting bread like that. He was not getting bread like that. And something popped for him. I'm not even sure what made his platform so popular, to be honest. But something popped for him on that platform, and you started to see the come up, you know, with the gear and all this type of shit. And yeah. Yeah. I see a lot of a lot of feeling like, yeah, I got money now, so I could lightweight look down on some of you niggas. And the minute a nigga says something to criticize, oh man, they want to hate on niggas is getting money, or they want to hate on niggas, you know, if you say these niggas is fruity, these niggas is doing some fruity shit in order to you know, be in certain circles, which a lot of them are. I'm not saying every single one of them are, but a lot of them motherfuckers are. They'll try to dismiss it out. Y'all niggas is just hating and shit. Y'all just some broke ass niggas just hating. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do just to hate on these niggas, man. Y'all some hating ass niggas. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Y'all niggas, man, kill me with this. Everybody's hating on the rich man of the world. You know? Like, stop it. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. If anything, y'all hating on broke people. Y'all hating on people that, not even broke, just people that don't have as much money as you have. You're hating on them. And that's the new racism. Big Rob from the group home. Thank you, as always, Asia. You the queen. Big Rob from the group home. Too many divisive tactics among us. One love. Okay. I hope you're not saying that we're being divisive, but okay. Thanks. And yeah, for $1.99, yeah, he's probably on their side. Bookmarker. I never liked those Latins calling black people the N-word. Black people cool with it up north. Stay in your lane, boy. Fat Joe, I approve your southern accent, Lord. Ah, stay in your lane, boy. Stay in your lane, boy. Better stay in your lane, boy. Thank you, Bookmarker. Welcome to the barbecue. See, it's all your fault, Mr. Welcome to the barbecue. No, it started with the damn movie Beat Street / Ramon. Growing, I always hated that movie because I saw the future. I knew PR would pull this stunt. They trying to pull now, help create hip hop. Get the fuck out of here. I know they try to use Wild Style too. Beat Street and Wild Style. Like, oh, look at those Puerto Ricans in that. Yeah, look who fucking the producer of it and all this type of shit was. Like, you know what I mean? And they knew that Puerto Ricans were like the buffer. They were the go-between between black people and white people. And they were the perfect conduit to try to introduce this shit to white people. Because a lot of white people wasn't going to fuck with black people. But we'll fuck with these brown dudes that got hair like white people. You dig? Virgil Dawkins, Joe didn't diss you first. He responded to your previous interviews. You just said that earlier. He's not even beefing with you like that. He just responded to you. It's not that deep. Tell me what I'm said. You know, appreciate your $5, but what did I say? You keep stating some shit in a generality. He's responding to what interview exactly? What did I say exactly, Virgil? And you know, I don't even like using words like beefing, but he was disrespecting. And this is not just about me. This is about the way he tried to come at all FBA. Okay? Not just me, but he singled me out right after that. Born ready. Damn. Peace of law. Keep educating the dumb, deaf, blind, and lost. Still need 100. Thank you, God. Money B. Math is clown. I heard him say on his show he has no slavery blood, and his ancestors' background are from Scotland or England. Okay. Good for him. MB, thank you. White Joe only got put on because of FBA audience and producers such as Primo. And the only PR we checked for was Big Pun, whose death is mad sus. It is pretty sus. What I was gonna say. Yeah. Pun was the only Puerto Rican we was checking for. And guess who he rapped like? Cool G rap. A foundational black American. Yeah. Traveler's Experience. That new LL joint was fire. I always skip past Fat Joe's part. Song Saturday Night Special. Thank you, Traveler's Experience. I appreciate you. I'm a Flores. Asia M. Damn. You are a cutie. You single? Nothing but respect. Can I have $50? Hey, man. Be coming in here trying to hit on the FBA sisters. Look at you. You in here battling, and now you want to hit on one of our sisters? I am really broke, he said, even more than FBA. Not to take anything away from my broke people. Respect. Ain't well, you can't be that broke. Come on, you done gave some money a few times. You got to be clowning. But yeah, I don't know if you her type, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be very surprised if you were hurt. What is that shaved hair on the side? What is going on? Is that like a little patchy, or is that like some sort of design that we can't necessarily see through the thumbnail? I don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess that you're not really Asia M's type. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and speak for her. Yeah. But she's flattered. Thanks. Third Eye TV. Fat Joe and Obama was hurt about Kamala. That's a nice little Fat Joe and Obama. They was hurt about Kamala. Thank you, Third Eye TV. Mr. Johnson, I proudly unsubscribed from Math Hoffa and never was a fan of Fat Joke. Lord Jamar, you're a true legend in hip hop. Salute. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate you. Let's let these motherfuckers feel it. Like, yo, damn, I lost that many subscribers. Shit. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Town Business, Sports, and Entertainment. Thank you. Extreme Dream Survival Channel. Thank you. Basil Champ. All call sarcasm. Slick Rick is the greatest storyteller. English black men created hip hop 50-50. Truth be told, Slick Rick Pardick, participated in it, created. Okay, Basil Champ. I have the energy. Thank you. Douglas Ruffin, a supreme mind will take you out of your paralysis. I grip the mic so tight, I get calluses. Thank you, Douglas. That was a Lord Jamar rhyme that I wrote. James Trapasi. Fat Joe corny and scary as fuck. He the kind of guy to get 2 stars in GTA and surrender peacefully. That's funny. Welcome to the barbecue. Thank you. Again, you said it's that pirate in their blood. You gotta go, Joe. You gotta go, Joe. Gone. Motor Goat, yo fam, I'm FBA. I never had money like talking about, but I always had hip hop. Much blessings, brother. Thank you. J Reaction, Trump need to deport Joe. Terrell McMiller, LOL. LJ, ever heard King's Son track Humdee's Nuts? Nope. Dissin Cube and Whack Joe Underground Classic. Oh shit, I gotta check that out. Humdee's Nuts. Whoa, that's very aggressive. Basil Champ, Slick Rick participated hip hop as an Englishman. Yeah, but he was definitely super influenced by FBA's, his style, all of that. He just kept that English accent, but his whole aesthetic was Bronx, New York, uptown shit. Furious Styles, FBA all day. Thank you. Miss Helena, if we're so broke, why come here to get famous? Ooh. Why anchor yourself in blackness if you're not here strictly to be an opportunist? Great question. Motherfuckers be fleeing their countries to come to America. Why? If it's so great, why y'all don't stay over there? If it's so great, why y'all don't stay over there? Oh, the price of living is cheaper, and so go over there. Why are you here trying to exploit our resources, basically? And benefit off of our civil rights struggles, only to try to undermine us at every turn. Yesterday's FBA is not today's FBA. Larry's Anything Goes LLC. Peace, Lord. The Black Authority is open to having you on the Black Channel. He stated that last night in his live. B1. Fuck yeah, I'll go on the Black Authority. How we make that happen? How we make that happen? Hell yeah, I'll go on the Black Authority. Thank you, Larry. Adam, New York broker. I'm Persian. Respect. FBA's clearing up their story. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Supreme Ultimate. I thought Puerto Rican rap was reggaeton. Peace to you, Lord Jamon Sadat X. Thank you. KG Astro. Oh, shit in my throat. When will Puerto Ricans credit Jamaicans for reggaeton and FBAs for Latin trap instead of romanticizing and denying their roots in Black culture? I don't know. You're going to have to ask them. It's a good question. OG Mont, you're a legend until he gets mad. Exactly. OG TV, they called him crack for exposing cheeks, not hustling. I'm quoting how he got a deal. Hanging around Bam with exposed cheeks. He can't rap good. Furious Styles, but Fat Joe had no problem leaving Pun's family broke, but calling FBA broke, ooh, diabolical work. James Thomas Jr. Is Diamond D and Fat Joe even cool at this point? I don't know. You know what I mean? I know he don't be getting no tracks from Diamond like that. He'll go to all these other dudes, Cool and Dre and Scott Storch and all these other dudes, you know. But the dudes that put him on, you know, Diamond, Buck Wild, fucking, Showbiz, all the Lord Finesse, all those dudes produce, and they're phenomenal producers. And I don't see them doing his albums. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe he does. Maybe I don't think so though. Not that I see. Welcome to the barbecue. Once again, he said FBA was in the Bronx before Puerto Ricans. Cut it out. Exactly. Cut it out. Money B. Peace. He said, peace, God. I'm FBA. To tell me it's not even debatable that Black Americans created hip hop. What was Puerto Ricans doing before hip hop? What was they listening to? What was they creating before hip hop? Salsa, I believe. Not only what was they doing before hip hop, what did they do after hip hop? Why isn't hip hop flourished all over Puerto Rico? Why didn't it pop up more in Puerto Rico? How come they're not breakdancing and all of that type of shit in Puerto Rico? Where's it at? Show me. Virgil Dawkins said, you even said yourself, Joe showed you love in the past. The moon boot shit may be petty, but if Joe randomly dissed you for having dirty dreads at one time, you diss him too. It's not that deep. First of all, I didn't have dirty dreads. Having dirty dreads is different. Having dreads is different than wearing some clown shit. Joe put on some clown shit and everybody clowned him for it. Yeah. Thanks, Virgil. Jay Caladad, Rican right here, but always got to keep it 100. From athletes to entertainers, the cradle of creativity and arts from Black Americans. Much love. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. And guess what? You're still going to live. You're going to be alive after you said that. It's not going to hurt you. You're going to be all good. We appreciate you for it. Handsome Jamaican. If we want to be real, Big Pun represented Puerto Ricans way more than Joe did. LOL. It's been evident he never cared for his own people like that. Exactly. Only when it's convenient. King Dragon 702. Fat Joe don't even take care of his own people. You said it, not me. I love how the internet just takes care of people, you know? Shit. In 2025, who wants to dress like Ricans and Jamaicans? Ha squatter. Thank you. Boxing Logics United. Let's put this in proper perspective. Combine the population of Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Barbados, Haifa, DR, Haiti, etc. We still outnumber them 2 to 3 times. Better chill. Jeremiah Williams. Hip-hop culture teaches us to call out all BS or whack shit. Anyone that has a problem with LJ's perspective isn't hip-hop. That's why they are scared to debate. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Presidential. Glorifying gangster shit in your mid-50s is what is whack. 100. Absolutely. He's what, a year younger than I'm 56. What, he's 55, something like that? Can't be younger than 54. And we're gonna act like, you know, we're still scary and shit like that. Come on, stop it. Super Centaur. Let Latino medium pun. That Latino medium pun gonna learn today with his magic marker beard. Yeah, that beard is wild work. JDR Express. You was from Rochester, New York. Cut the bullshit. Who you talking to? Not me. I wasn't no from no goddamn Rochester. I was born in the Bronx and grew up in New Rochelle, 7 miles outside of the Bronx. Okay? GMP 9999 GMP. Black people were the creators of hip hop. Deal with it. Much respect to all races who've contributed over the years. Let's move on. Peace, Lord Jamar. Yeah. Y'all can't listen to GMP 997 GMP because he's talking that real shit right there. Get over it. Let's move on. We created it. Y'all participated in it. That's it. Shut up already. Hits differently. Thank you. Greasy Ho screwed his PR brother Big Pun after Pun put him on. Why would he try to screw FBAs too? But today's a new day. Oh, why wouldn't he try to screw FBAs too? But today's a new day. Goddamn, it's a new day. Ace 330. It's like Papoose told Joe on the diss track, fair one. You call yourself God and eat pork. That's non-cipher. Joe been faulty out here. Yeah. That's another thing. I remember we, Brand Nubian, went to Puerto Rico the first time Joe ever performed in Puerto Rico. We were performing at the same concert together. That's how long we've known this dude. And I remember when we was on the trip, Joe was like, said to me some shit about, oh yeah, Lord Jamar, because we still eat the puerco. You know, we got to go get some puerco. I'm not going to lie. We still eat the puerco. Oh, yeah, eating that puerco. Thank you, Ace. Judah Asante. Fat Joe's new name is Tito Hornbuckle. Yo, you's a funny motherfucker. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Judah Asante. Lord Jamar versus Andre 3000 in an instrumental battle. Jokes aside, looking forward to the new album. Consciousness is forever cool. Thank you. And see, I got consciousness in this new album. See, first of all, I couldn't battle Andre because I only have one flute tune that I can play. And it's that Jazzy Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't even remember that no more, to be honest. That's hilarious, though. That's hilarious. Nat Turner. So which Puerto Rican rapper does Fat Joe reference when he says hip-hop was created 50-50 by foundational Black Americans? None. He just says it. He don't cite nobody. Some people just pull shit out their ass, man. They just make shit up. They just say it because it sounds good. They run it up the flagpole to see if it'll fly. Okay? And we ripping that shit down when we see it. Blizz, the illest. Sloppy Joe always had someone else on his song that made it hot. Never by himself have he made any classic or hit records. Nope. Excuse me. Nope. He hasn't. Fuzz Red, Crew 456. Thank you. Pun could outrap the whole old brand Nubia. Fuck out of here. Okay. Thank you for your $1.99. Your little $1.99 diss. I appreciate you. You know what? Why don't you spend like $100 to diss me? That'll look more gangster and shit. Like, damn, this nigga dropped $100 to talk shit. You little $1.99 dissers. Fuck out of here. Listen, I think Pun is dope. We're not talking about Pun. We're talking about Fat Joe. Could Fat Joe out-rap Brand Nubian? And could Pun make music that helps the lives of Black people and helps raise the consciousness of Black people better than Brand Nubian? Let's ask that question. Fuck how a nigga could rap. What can you really do for me? Thank you, Fuzzy. Ho Ho Odo. We are an innovative people. Always have been and always will be. Peace, God. That's right. Johnny Gonzalez. Thank you. Marlon, Lord Jamar is an OG. FBA need to hold him down. You heard? Where we at? Thank you, Marlon. Javon Drew, I appreciate everything you're saying. I'm going back to the verses when Fat Joe thought it was okay to call Vita and Little Mo crackheads. I felt so disrespected as a Black woman. I canceled him then. Yeah, Javon, that was crazy. And totally out of pocket. And we should have really checked them at that point. La Fubalo Lulu. Thank you. Chris Dragnet, peace, my brother. He said Armageddon got bars. Yeah, he do. I remember meeting Armageddon on Allerton Avenue back in the days. He knows my people from over there. Dina's Redemption, thank you. The Great Migration is how regions were established. P.S. Big Pun was cool. Joe is the shit that he tracked into our house. Ooh. Pun would never. Thank you, Dina's Redemption. Johnny Gonzalez, appreciate you, Johnny. Karis Knopflin, peace on behalf of Fact Checker Rage. Neil deGrasse mother is Puerto Rican. Okay. It's on his Instagram. Okay, cool. Well, he'll get a whipping regardless what he is. Flex 5445. Thank you. He said, Rat Joe done woke up the sleeping black giants. He's so done. I know. Like the internet's not letting this go either. This shit is crazy right now. We're not letting it go. Dwayne Rhodes, stay on his chin/neck, Lord J. Hey, you know, J reaction. Black people are the measuring stick. Love him or hate him. Obama even made politics cool. Name anything in American or world history that black people didn't make 10 times better. Thank you, J reaction. He's speaking facts. Diesel 187. The only respectable track Joe had was Flow Joe. The rest of his catalog is trash. And the God wrote Flow Joe. Shout out to King's Son. Gemro, if I'm for unity being half FBA and half Afro PR, but there is a certain portion of folks ruining it because they are indoctrinated by colonial borders and labels. Thank you, Gemro. You're so correct about that. Oshkosh Worldwide. I say that Remy Ma helped him stay up. Definitely did. But notice how he and she helped him stay up because she's black. You see, so that black was able to, you know, keep him tied to the culture like that. You see? Free TV. Entitlement at its finest, especially on non-FBAs. Peace. Yep. Thank you. Basil Champ, 1973, Ho Ave, peace. Summit tells us that there was no unity. FBA all day. Right. Why would you need a peace summit if there was fucking unity like that? Knock it off. MBA. Thank you. Only 1% PR rappers in the 90s. Pun and Chino XL. And he says half black Chino XL. And Chino XL is like not even really wasn't known like that. Like you can't name one Chino XL song. I damn sure can't. Pun is the only one, man. AED, thank you for your super sticker. Gemro, once again, Math Hoff forgot a bottle of that liar lube. Or Lior lube. Oh shit. Yeah, that Lior lube. Roy G. FBA was born hip hop. Everybody else abandoned their culture to be a part. Now they mad we gatekeeping. Certified salute. They did abandon their culture to be a part. Now they mad. Like now they got to explain it to their people. Well, I really am repping you. Lisa Jackson. Salute, Lord. I'm glad you're speaking out. Thank you, Lisa. Little Protocol, 1976. I'm from Louisiana or LA. Asians run corner stores. Arabs/Indians run the gas stations, clothing and hair stores. Black people are seen as consumers. We hurt ourselves. Deep. Thank you. Jamal Edmond, thank you. He said, Lord, peace, Lord J. Being an immigrant doesn't automatically make someone a tether. We didn't say that. A tether is an immigrant coon who undermines FBAs and their own people. Correct. Shout out to the non-FBA who ride with FBAs, such as the minister. Absolutely. Shout out to all my Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Guyanese, Trinidadian, Bayesian, whoever, that rock with the FBAs, acknowledge FBA culture, and are not here to try to undermine us with nonsense like this. Thank you. AED, enough with these mofos calling us working class broke like it's a flex, DMX called it out on the Breakfast Club. Exactly. Right. These are working class people. And you want to call them broke and shit like that when this is the majority of the country. don't have money like this. Like you acting like you rich and all this type of shit. You want to shit on the majority of the people to make yourself feel better. C Mac. Let's talk about how PR Spanish don't hire Black Americans once they get positions. The one that look out is an anomaly. Factoroni. Todd Bridgeforth. Being broke is irrelevant, I would think he wants to say. Next to me, Fat Slow is probably broke. Dialogue with Nasir. Ricky Ricardo found dead hip hop too, I guess. Ricky Ricardo founded hip hop too, I guess. PDI, Sloppy Joe sold crack, calls you whack, yet sides with the Democrat Party that started the KKK against blacks. Yep. Thank you, PD Ice. Eddie D, really appreciate you and your platform, big brother. Thank you, Eddie D. I appreciate you for being here. GMP said, much respect to black people for creating hip hop, but I fuck with Tony Touch and the Beat Nuts heavily. Peace again, Lord Jamal. So do I. I got nothing. Listen, I fuck with Tony Touch too. I like Tony Touch. He's a great DJ. I like the Beat Nuts too, but you know, Tony Touch didn't create DJing and the Beat Nuts didn't create making beats. Like, you know, they're a part of the story. But again, what they're doing is something that was created by foundational Black Americans. Okay. Sean Wells, thank you. He said, Lord, help me understand something. Why New York niggas didn't check him for saying niggas? FBA all day. Well, I'm going to tell you because in New York, we do grow up with a lot of Puerto Ricans that, first of all, there's a lot Puerto Ricans that look much darker than Joe. Joe is like a white looking Puerto Rican, you understand? But there's a lot of Puerto Ricans that are like my complexion, you understand what I'm saying? Or maybe even, you know, maybe a little lighter, but they're not so white like him. And at some point, you know, like I was saying yesterday's FBA, we were very, you know, trying to not ruffle feathers and all of this type of shit, you know? And so when these people growing up next to us and we're having certain relations with them and, you know, they start saying nigga, like almost calling themselves niggas. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, not that they started out calling us nigga, but when you started seeing them calling themselves nigga, and then from there, it just kind of grows. It just kind of, they start saying it about it. People just start saying about everybody. Yo, this nigga, da 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 da, because they start to adopt that shit. Like, so once they adopted it for themselves, I guess at first people was, you know, thinking, oh, yeah, that's cool. They call themselves nigga, like, until they just started saying it in front of and referring to everybody, including niggas. That's what I could think. I mean, believe you me, there's, first of all, I don't think that was all across the board either, because you got some places where that shit didn't fly. You know what I mean? Like, I think it flew mostly in those places where there was blacks and maybe there could have been more Spanish. I don't know. Like, it's, you know, I'm not even sure where it originated. I'm kind of like trying to talk it through and figure out. But damn, I do know some people that was, you know, back in the days was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't play that nigga shit with none of them. You know what I mean? with nobody, white people, Spanish, nothing, you know? So, I don't know. But thank you, Sean. Suso Death, great to see you back. Said all the so-called riches got to Joe's head. Yep. I'm not FBA, but truth is truth. FBA is foundational to the culture on many levels, not just music. Stay true to who you are and don't never forget. Don't let it go to your head. No, that's right. Thank you, Suso. Suso. EAD, black to the lab, my brother. They even trying to stay woke. Yep. Twin X Factor. I think you might be misunderstanding what FBA is. Both your parents have to be black to be an FBA. Huh? Anything else, you're still considered Black American. Well, who is this? And who are you talking to? Me? One of your parents have to be traced back to foundational Black Americans, back to slavery. It doesn't have to be both your parents. It could be just one. And they're saying anything else, you're still considered Black American. I mean, yeah, maybe, but you're not foundational Black. See, foundational means in the beginning, in the foundation of the country. Okay? But thank you. Kareem Supreme TV. LOL. What's wrong with Rochester, New York? I'm just not from there. I mean, I'm not from Rochester. I'm from where I'm from. I grew up in New Rochelle. Rochester is pretty far upstate. And I could see how they could try to front on you. If you're from Rochester, especially back then, because, come on, man, that was pretty far to be trying to be aware of hip hop and what was going on. You know what I mean? New Rochelle, we was right there. Mount Vernon, right there. Yonkers, right there. But Rochester, Buffalo, fucking Albany, all that type of shit. Like, nah, that was pretty far. Thank you, though. Hufflink TV. All of F. Joe's stories should start with once upon a time. Yep. Once upon a time, I robbed a whole 70 kids in a gym of their coats. Flat BK Bush. BK Kush 6. I'm FBA in Flatbush, Brooklyn, with a lot of Caribbeans and Spanish. They agree with us. Black music inspires everyone. I'm not African American. I'm FBA. Yes, sir. Disrupting reality, New York City. It's funny to watch Jamaicans want to take full credit for hip hop when they'll cry fire and brimstone if they played if it played at a dance hall party. Yo. You couldn't break out the set with no hip hop because the pistol would go. Okay. Hasquada. Mexicans did more for hip hop than Puerto Ricans. That's a fact. Mexicans ain't saying that was with us, that they was with us in the beginning. Hey, nope. Mexicans may have did more. You might be right. Judah Asante, peace, God. As a Rastafarian, I have lots of respect for the 5% Nation and the divine teachings, especially in hip hop from yourself and Brand Nubian. Your first 5%, your first album, 5%, is on repeat. Why, thank you, Judah Asante. C Mac, thank you. J Reaction at Joe was bullied by the gods in the BX. He says so in his book. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe that's subconsciously why he's mad at me too. Fat Joe is a piggyback rider. He rides the backs of black people. Big Pun got his style from Cool G Rap. And I love Big Pun. Boycott Fat Joe and his store. Yep. Definitely boycott any award shows and his little talk show that he got. He ain't no more Jopra. Castaway, FBA anthem out now. Title Castaway FBA. Okay. That real FBA anthem's coming though. Elephant. Peace. Ebo Sosa. Fat Joe look like damn powdered donut. I bet when he leave the booth, the microphone be all slobbery like a mutt's chew toy. Thank you, Ebo Sosa. Keith Banks, Lord Jamar, did you get to speak to Math Hoffa about any of this? Seems as though he put the video back up. Nope, I didn't. I think they were trying to get some damage control, and then at some point it got so crazy, it was like, fuck it, just put it back up. We might as well just get the money off of it. We're already in hot water over this shit. Bangs Theory, FBA, Hispanics plus Caribbeans equals whites on rap. There we go. Elephant on encore, please. True Fire. We love you, brother. Black Power, FBA. Thank you, Big EJ the Smoker. Y'all go ahead and like, share, subscribe. After you do all of that, you can go ahead into Apple Music or Spotify and go ahead and pre-save that elephant in the room. That elephant. It will be available New Year's Eve. And yeah. That's what we rocking with. Thank you, Big EJ. C-Max said original PRs are black. The ones now more conquistadors' offspring. They play on that. Don't forget the whitening process. A lot of PR were dark when I grew up in the 80s. What's happened to that? You're right. You were so right. I remember when I went to Puerto Rico for that show with Fat Joe and all of them, and that's when reggaeton first came out. And I remember being like downtown San Juan or some shit like that. And I'm looking around and it's like all the Puerto Ricans to me looked white. I'm like, where are the Puerto Ricans that I see in the Bronx? Like, this shit look crazy. Like, why all these motherfuckers look white out here? Like, you know what I mean? And it was interesting. Comment to relationship. Thank you again. It says, it seems more and more Black Americans are rejecting the label African American. Why is this? Because it's a false narrative. We're starting to learn that a lot of us didn't even come from America. A lot of us were actually here. Okay, we were already here, and they reclassified us as Africans. So for those that were already here, we are foundational. Okay, because not everybody is just out of slavery either. Some of us foundational Black Americans were free Black people that existed during the time of slavery. Okay, so that's part of the story as well. So yeah, we're rejecting this term of African American. Because again, it's misleading. You can be somebody who just got here from Ghana yesterday and become an American citizen, and now you're African American. For Christ's sake, they say Elon Musk is an African American. I mean, what kind of shit is that? But he was born in Africa and now he's an American citizen. So this is another reason why the term African American is not a good fit. But thank you. GMP 997. Shout out to Lord Jamar for sticking up for hip hop when everyone else wanted to embrace the skinny jeans era and weirdo bullshit. Salutes for that. Why, thank you. Oh, shit. Okay. Cringe Kings. Jamar, you grew up on dal and rice, not grits and eggs. Don't front. What is he talking about? I don't even know what dal is. But okay. Thank you, Cringe. I appreciate you. So listen, I think we've reached the end. God damn. 3:40. Sheesh. Yo, did not plan on going this long. Try to read all these super chats. I appreciate all of y'all that was in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Aisha M, love you. Yeah. I will be back. When will I be back? Well, I'm actually going to film Art of Dialogue tomorrow, so that's going to be nice. That's going to be fun. And yeah. I'll be back soon. Probably next week. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. Like I said, go pre-save that elephant. It will be out on all streaming platforms on New Year's Eve. So go check that out.
As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Shout out my Ricans and Jamaicans. I know you think I'm hating, but you had no influence in creation of this hip hop. Your participation was tip top, but black Americans showed you how to rip shop. Have you forgot that we taught you how to dress? Back then, coming out looking like a mess. Y'all were dumbing out, tank tops made a mess, shoes clunky. We showed you how to get funky fresh, amongst the best. We helped you learn the language, so at school you wouldn't flunk the test.
Let's address the elephant in the room.
The elements came from Bam, the man grooms. Breaking just another dance that came from the culture. Don't be like the other man and act like a vulture. All day influences FBA. I'll say it's true right to this day.
As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay, the sun isn't 93 million miles away. If it was, then why is it dark in space? The sun and moon are right here in the atmosphere. It's clear, just that information that these bastards fear. I send an invitation to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Wanna debate him cause I feel that his ass lying. How is the fly defying gravity? If it's holding down the ocean, that's a ridiculous notion. And water always finds its level. It can't curve on a ball, but y'all still have the nerve and the gall to call me a flat earther, like I'm a bad person. Shit is sad when I see the ignorance worsen. And I know this doesn't jive with the lessons, but I will always be a 5 to my essence. I think it's time we address it. Renew our Quran, what we need to do, word is bond.
As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. As you assess such an elegant tune, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room.